Tonight we're
We're
there.
live. Tim, right, okay, chat, just so you all know, Tim does a countdown every time we go live. Today, Tim went, we're live. So that's why none of all of us are thinking, what's going on? Okay, hello. Welcome to the Natural Havoc channel. God damn it, he sabotaged me. We are a group of Twitch streamers that decided playing and streaming Dungeons and Dragons a go. We'll be playing the 5e system. However, there are plenty of homebrew rules thrown in, as well as the homebrew world that we're in. We are not new to D&D, so there will be punishments for decision makings. Anyway, yeah, so there's still going to be mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. I make mistakes, and I've been playing the game like 10 years now. There's just so many rules, so please do be patient, but, you know, tell us in chat. You know, be like, hey, you, DM. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you're all doing great. We're going to go round the room and introduce who we will be playing today and who we are. So, Tim, take it away.
Yes, hello. I am Tim, and I'll be playing Arcturus in this run. Arcturus, the big blue dragon, very bright, very smart, and very impatient. So it's gonna be fun at a ball where a lot of things are happening. So I'm looking forward to it.
It certainly will. And below Tim, we have Eagle. Take it away.
Hello, everybody. I'm Eagle. I play Ondros, the stealthy elephant man. Yeah, Ondros. And also make sure to go follow the Twitter. If you're not following the Twitter, yeah, social them follows, as Smitty says. And then also make sure you go follow the Instagram, which is ran by me and the amazing Smitty Jane. So yeah, go check out those social them follows.
And?
Oh, and don't forget to go subscribe to our sponsors tonight over the Natural Havoc YouTube. Again, they've been sponsoring us every week. It's crazy to think that they keep sponsoring us. I honestly don't know why they do at this point. But anywho, thank you over there for Natural Havoc crew. You guys are amazing, and make sure you guys follow them. They have amazing content, and yeah, go follow them.
God damn it. And below Eagle, my brain, I literally said to these guys, my brain is scatterbrained today,
Smitty?
so God knows is what's going to happen. Below Eagle, we have Smitty. Smitty, take it away.
Hello, I'm Smitty. I play Maeve, a half-elf druid barbarian who is new to the world, but slowly getting more and more used to it, even though there's a hiccup here and there. Yeah, half-elf druid barbarian 7.
Can't even count that high.
But I don't think I can beat what Eagle just said, but do make sure you go social and follows. And don't forget, we also have a Discord where you can chat to us and ask us questions and be like, hey, DM, why the fuck did you do that?
Yeah, DM, why did you kill Socks? I mean, what? Anyway, on the other side of the screen, we have Zeb. Zeb, take it away.
Yeah. I'm playing Erhard. I'm totally prepared as every time. And yeah, have fun with all of it.
Thanks, Zeb. Above Zeb, we normally have Lan, but she is running like 45 to an hour late because of work and stuff that's going on with her work. So she will be here, but she's going to be running a tad late, so she should be here probably in the next, 30 minutes to an hour. We'll see. But yeah, hopefully she'll be here soon. And then there's me, myself. I'm the DM. I play the grass. Wait, I play the grass, the trees, the rocks, the NPCs, the wagons, and all the other things. Yeah, so why is barbarian like 4? Were you just doing syllables?
Barbarian, yeah.
Okay, half-elf, druid, barbarian.
No, that's just bar.
Bar! Okay.
If you think about it.
Oh, it's
It
so
is
chaotic
4
tonight.
syllables. It is.
Fair enough. Fair. Right, we are going to get into tonight's recap of last week, I guess. Yeah, I'm really prepared. We had a week off. It just feels weird. Right, we're getting into it. Hope you're ready, chat. And thank you for being here on the YouTubes. Thank you for being here on the Twitches. Thank you, guys. Oh, one other thing which I will announce before we do the recap. All of us here have bought our TwitchCon tickets. So, if you guys want to meet us in Amsterdam, get a ticket. Come along. We're going for the Saturday. So we're all going. So it's going to be amazing. We're all going to meet up for the first time, which is going to be cray. And then, yeah, we get to meet some of you guys as well, which will be absolutely fabulous. I see a few of your little pink flower badges in there. Tulips. Thank you.
Tulips.
I don't know what it is. Yeah.
Dutch flowers. Yeah.
Dutch flowers. There you go. Tulips. Pink tulips. But yeah, we're all going. And if any of you guys are going, make sure to let us know because we would love to meet you at TwitchCon. We definitely would. We really want to. It should be a lot of fun. But yes, now, recap! Our session began with the party going toward the bathhouse for a much-needed wash and clean. As everyone was soaking in the water, the party discussed the plans for the upcoming ball. They discussed some options, one of which was maybe splitting into 3 groups and just trying to observe the people there and try to extract information wherever they can. They also decided to call themselves the Iron Vortex, as they realized they could go through cities, helping people out left, right, and center just like a whirlwind. After the party was squeaky clean again, Maeve decided she needed some new threads for the ball, and she, Shion, Erhard, and Arcturus went to the tailor's. Toralian Blossomgale, a very eccentric figure, to get some nice, fresh, fancy clothes. Meanwhile, Ondros decided to have dinner with his friend, Savras, which they spoke at length, and Ondros secured a place within the silver strings at the ball to serve as their muscle. As Yusuf only had 4 spaces within his party, not enough for all of them. Meanwhile, Arcturus and Erhard went shopping after they had ordered suits for the ball, and Erhard sold a wand which they looted off one of the corpses of the bandits that they fought that morning, which belonged to a dragonborn mage which may or may not have been from Sardonis. All while this was happening, Shion and Maeve returned back to the tavern early, and they were soon joined by an interesting individual, Gorelia Goldstein, one of the candidates for the voice of Arkenvale, trying to get political power in the capital, and she was openly critical of Kingsley Taff, a very dangerous thing. She was intrigued by the exploits of the Iron Vortex and hoped to find an ally within them. Well versed in political intrigue, however, Shion and Maeve never actually agreed to help her, instead keeping their options open. Soon they were joined by Ondros, who immediately decided to flash some dawn shards. And Arcturus, who shortly after returned from his shopping trip alone, as Erhard wanted to go outside of the city walls and perform a magical ritual to try to memorize a new spell. He took a very long time, and by the time he actually returned to the city, most of it had fell into a deep slumber. Though not everyone was asleep. Upon Erhard's return to the tavern, he witnessed a shocking scene. One of the town's shopkeepers was being extorted by some of Taff's men, and upon asking if everything was alright, Erhard spoke to the shopkeeper about the state of the city, and learned that something was apparently going down at the ball. The shopkeeper's final words when talking about Kingsley Taff were, "Kill that bastard." The party settled in their room for the night and slept. They now have one more day to prepare until Taff's name day. I wonder what they'll do. But before you all wake up, as you are all in your deep and dark slumber, one of you begins to see things. Let me change the music. Keep you all in suspense because none of you know whose it is. Let's do this one. This will do. Okay. I'm on the wrong page. I'm getting there, chat. Don't worry. I'll be there in just 2 seconds. Like I said, I'm scatterbrained today.
Much
Complete
preparation.
Thank you. I've got it. It helps if it's open. Arcturus. You find yourself in a deep slumber, dreaming of your home, of your workplace, your superiors, your colleagues, your successful inventions, and your failed ones. Your dream slowly fades to darkness as moments pass by until you see flashes of your sister stood before you with a blade to her throat, and a figure stood behind her. You relive your last moments before you took the plunge into the portal. As you step into it, you become wreathed in blue flame. You get flashes of the memories of your travels thus far. Your meeting with Shion in the ruins as you both were shackled to the pillar. Fighting against the bandits of Karas. Stopping the hags in the Ironwood. Saving the town of Ashendale by making a deal with a devil. Crushing a criminal organization within the walls of Arkenvale. Fighting the elemental beasts beneath Erentol. The flames simmer down. And you see that you are lying still on a cobbled path next to a dock, with Shion beside you. Your breath left you, your heart not beating. A few moments pass when you begin to feel a rush of air from beneath you as you begin falling faster and faster, tumbling down until nothing. Darkness. Your eyes come to as you see a cold, hard stone floor. You press off of it and look up around you to see an all too familiar pillar with a very familiar orb of blue flame atop it. And beside this pillar, you see Kada with burning blue eyes. So Kada informs me that you are paying off a debt in order to obtain the orb from a criminal organization beneath Arkenvale. I am impressed. I had all but given up hope for the pair of you, but I'm glad that you have found it. Time is ticking, Arcturus, but for now, you at least are on the correct path. Once you have possession of this orb, your time will grow, but only for the one that carries it. As the flames in the orb flicker and silence greets you.
Wait. Time will grow for the one who carries it. That's an interesting phrase to say. What would it mean? What could it be? That mean my time would grow if I possess the orb and Shion will fade?
I believe you have earned a reward, Arcturus.
A reward? Well, that's most generous.
I see that you have the capabilities of temporal magics, and as my home is on another plane, why don't I grant you a few extra boons? He clicks his fingers, and as he does, your entire body is encased in a blue light. Seconds passed as you look down and look at your hands, and the mechanical components in the center of your palm shine with a almost transparent sapphire glow.
Interesting. Never seen this element before. Tell me about this boon.
How about I show you? As a blue piece of flame shoots from the orb towards you, and your immediate instinctive reaction is to put a hand out. And as you do, a small circle of fire appears before you as the bolt of fire goes through it. And you manage to find yourself with your other hand creating another circle as the flame comes out of the other one.
Most interesting. most useful. Very
I'm
clever.
sure this will aid your search of the orb and bringing it to me.
Could speed up things more. That's true. Thank you.
Kada also tells me that you and your friends have spoken about hiding things and people within your necklace. Why don't I try and help you out a little there, too? And again, your necklace glows with a golden light, and what it was a very smaller stone, it is now increased in size. You may take one other with you.
One other. Will that open
I'm
more?
sure it will come in handy.
I think it will. Thank you. You are most generous.
The flame flickers some more and rises in size as you hear the voice once more, but this time echoing from all around you. When you acquire the orb, I want to show you something. Keep hold of it, and I'll show you exactly what happened to your sister the night you left. Hold on to it when you sleep, and I'll know that you're ready to learn. It flickers once more. Bring it to me, Arcturus. Doing so will erase your debts to me, and you will be released from my shackles. However, you must be the one to bring it to me, not your half-elven counterpart. If she brings the orb to me instead of you, the chains will grow tighter, the flames will burn brighter, and you will still owe me your life. Images flash once again of you laying dead on the cobblestone path by the docks. And then once again, your vision comes back to the room. Do this, and we may part ways. Unless you choose to stay at my side and learn more. It flickers once more. Take some time to think on this, Arcturus. Your future is bright, and I'm sure you will make a wise decision. And at that, you wake up. You are the first person to awake in the room, having a cold sweat on the floor of the room as you pop out of your necklace. And I would say, with the commotion of Arcturus bamfing out of the necklace and hitting the floor, a few of you begin to stir and slowly wake up.
That kinda hurts.
Hell, what the?
Arcturus, are you good?
I think I am.
What do you mean think, dude? You woke me up. Oh, it's the best night's sleep I've had in a few days.
Well, I was kinda sleeping, and I had this dream. I had this dream about all the things that happened since I went through the portal, and everything that we've done, and everything that we've come across. Then Malakesh appeared before me.
Can you remind me who that is again?
Malakesh is the one who made Shion and I bound to each other to find the orb.
Oh, that's why you have those cool tattoos, right? Like that's
Oh,
tattoo thing?
define cool, but yes.
I don't have a tattoo, so I think it's pretty dope. To be honest with you right now.
Yeah,
That's why
it's-
he wants to find the orb. Badly.
Yeah,
The orb, yes, the orb. That's why we, yeah, I remember. That's why we're doing all this crazy stuff. Yeah,
exactly.
that's it.
And apparently Malakesh knows we are on the right track. So,
Is he tracking us?
well,
Wait, how does he know where we're at?
well, Kada can be useful. She is useful. But yeah, she's also a creature of Malakesh.
Wait, so you're a companion is now some pet of the crazy dude that we're trying to go get the orb for. That's what you're saying right now?
Oh, that's a very basic way to say it, but yes. But then again, she answers to me, not to
Right.
him, but apparently she gives information out to him.
So she's like an informant.
Yes, I guess, if you put it
A
like that.
spy.
Is it
Well,
really a spy though?
You kind of, like you once said, you don't quite know how she even, came to you, how you summoned her. So it's arguable that it's not as much in your control as you would like to think, is it?
Might be true.
What did he say?
He knows we are on the right track about getting the orb, and he gave instructions. I might have some new followers. Check that.
New what?
Voice?
And as you say that,
Well,
you get your new ability called Temporal Misdirection, which when you or a creature you can see within 30 feet of you is hit by an attack, you can use your reaction to invoke the ability to manipulate temporal magics and choose a different creature within 30 feet of you other than the attacker. The chosen creature becomes the target of the attack, and you can do that once per short rest.
that's all nifty, but how about your chains, your tattoos? Did that change at all? Because I kind of get a feeling that Malakash guy is not giving you stuff for free.
Well, nothing is for free. So in that regard, yeah, some powers might come through him. Like, I know magic, but not all the magic is channeled from my own. So yeah, a lot of magic could also be infused from him, which meant I will be bound to him in a certain way.
Forever?
Well, that's unknown information.
So, let's say you are not bound to him no more. Do you lose all that magic too? Is that ever clarified?
At this point, it would seem likely, but it's something unsure.
Right. Huh.
Something we might have to find out
Yes.
before we decide what you do about the orb.
Well,
Once we have it.
I heard some people at the ball might know more about this stuff, so maybe I run into them. Also,
Speaking of the ball, you guys, I mean, you know probably. I came in quite late last night.
Right.
Like Arcturus probably told you that I was busy. I have a new spell I can do, which gives us like a protective sphere where we can rest
and
without being too
how-
detected, so to speak.
how does that be relate to the ball?
Well, that's me
We
getting
can camp
sidetracked.
in the ball.
It's
Well-
a different kind of ball.
Sure. I mean, why not, right?
It relates to the ball
Like a magical
that
tent.
when I made my way back into the city, not everyone was asleep. And I saw some guards knocking down some houses, like some doors, like knocking on doors. And they seem to be collecting things. But I don't know. To me, it seemed like a very odd time to do that, like at midnight. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, so I kind of, let's say, got involved. I didn't get us into any trouble, but I got information about the ball from a shopkeeper.
Is it good?
And it's not the very first shopkeeper that, since we're here in Sedonis, has let's say, shown distress about the way the city is run. And he essentially said something's going to go down at the ball, whether we like it or not.
Wait, something's gonna go down the ball, as in. Do we have an idea?
People are upset with the way the city is being run. They struggle to pay their workers. They struggle, to pay the taxes. They get extra, taxes getting collected in the middle of the night. Stuff like that. And essentially I literally saw him get beaten up until he gave them more money.
What shopkeeper was it? Can we not go talk to him today?
We can.
Is that really a smart
sure.
idea?
It was the general
Warhead might as
store.
well.
I mean, here's the issue with that though. Like, I don't know. It depends. Depends on what we're exactly want to talk to them about, right? I mean, our job is to go to the ball and observe, right? So
Yeah,
we
but-
probably shouldn't get involved in another business, right?
No,
Like
but Andros, when we go to the ball, none of you can wear your armor or bring weapons, right? If
Right.
this person is saying that something's gonna happen, maybe we need to put our stuff in with Arcturus' necklace. So if things go down and they turn nasty, we can defend ourselves.
I agree.
And maybe the shopkeeper knows, because he's from
Yeah.
I like that
yeah,
plan,
I would.
but I
agree.
have to agree. There's like one flaw in it.
Yeah.
Which is?
I can enter my necklace once a day.
Yeah.
I go now, I put the weapons in, I take the weapons out tomorrow.
Which is the ball day, right? We still have 1 day to the ball. So we do it tonight, we can then get them tomorrow at the ball. But here's also a flaw in that plan. We're all gonna be split up. And there's a lot of it's a ball, right? For some guy.
We need an emergency
bound to be a
meeting
lot of people.
point. We need an emergency meeting point.
We don't know that because we're not at the ball, right? So we don't know what's the best place to
The stadium where the silver strings are.
Right, sure, we could do that, but then that puts us in front of potentially everybody who might see us then attempt to pull out weapons, right?
The
I think-
toilets.
How will
The
we all get to
female
the same toilet?
toilets.
How are we all gonna get there? We have like 3 guys and you and Shion. I don't think that works very well.
We'll go into the man's toilets, fine.
Okay, here's what I think, right? So how about this? Maybe we should split this up a little bit. I can maybe talk to Plucky and get him to help me get mine in, because remember, their whole group's gonna have their weapons in. Their instruments are their weapons. So maybe I can talk them into maybe helping me out with that in case something does happen. And I don't even have to hold on to them. He can hold on to them for me or whatever, right? And then he could help me get them in.
But
And
why
that
don't
way,
we talk
I'm
to
still
the
with them.
shopkeeper first, so we actually know what's happening?
Yeah, that's why I was sharing it.
We're gonna have to be
Essentially, I
careful.
feel we need to be prepared. We need to be prepared for any, surprises. And knowing what's going on with other people is definitely going to help us. Because if we get, as surprised as the target is going to be, it's not going to help us in that moment. We need to know what's going to happen.
And we still
Right.
have some
What if-
errands
Get
to
an
run,
idea.
so why
We
not
do.
stop in the general store? Why
Right.
would it be sus?
Yeah,
We have to make sure it's not when no one else is there, though, because if anyone hears us talking to the person and we potentially get some information, people overhear it. Because now this guy has attention to themselves now, this person, because of the guard stopping there, right? So if we get attention drawn to ourselves in any way in that manner, then once we don't get involved with this whole craziness going down, and then they still somehow find a way to pin it on us because we were talking to the shopkeeper the day before the whole thing happened, the ball, right? I like the idea. We should definitely go talk to the general storekeeper, but we should do it when there's no one else there. That way, we don't
Maybe
get
that's weirder.
linked to it.
if someone sees us
sure,
going there at odd times, that seems more suspicious than just
But-
going shopping.
But would you rather? I mean, either way, we're running with a risk here, right? If people are
Of
there
course.
and they overhear the conversation, they could tell Taff, and the next you know, we're not even allowed in the ball to begin with, and we could potentially be arrested for trying to synchronize something with someone who doesn't have anything with it, right?
Have him write it down to you and slide it over on a piece of paper.
That could be suspicious, though, right? If someone sees us
No,
writing,
you could just write you. Don't you have like later payments when you have a
Payments?
big bill, and they write it down?
so we're writing or they're writing us a bill.
We
Right.
could make a shopping list, for instance, and hide information in that shopping list.
We could do. You know, when I was little and I went to school, there was a boy who really liked me, and it's when we were learning how to write, and he wrote on a piece of paper to me, "Do you want to be my girlfriend? Would it take yes or take no?" We can do that, but not ask him if he wants to be our girlfriend. But we could ask him questions, and he can just take yes or no and be like, "This is our shopping bill."
Yeah, I mean, either way, here is what I think personally. Our job is to deal with the potential tap thing, right? Our plan is to use the ball to get information, right? If we now try to expand it and we get a little too far in expanding that knowledge, we're potentially, you know what I'm getting at? Like
The issue
I
is
agree
we
with the
don't
idea.
have
I agree with
we
the
don't
idea.
really have time to get information at the ball because something's gonna happen at the ball, and we don't know what will
Oh,
happen.
Right.
wait. How do you came across this information? What, like,
Good point.
What?
what
That
do you
something's gonna happen?
what do you mean something's gonna happen at the ball?
I talked to the general store keeper after he was, harassed by the guards, and I talked to him afterwards. Like I said.
You talked to the shopkeeper, and the shopkeeper told you that something's gonna happen at the ball.
Yes, and he also very specifically told me, if anything, kill
But
Taff.
Oh.
yeah, but if we are the one killing Taff on their account, we are still suspicious.
Exactly.
No,
And
that's not the
also,
point.
this information should have been told earlier.
Wait a minute.
What do you mean?
So
Well, it's pretty easy. Like, we have been discussing something we should ask to the shopkeeper, like being not suspicious at all, and now there's a plot to assassinate Taff.
yeah, I see where he's getting at. Also, though, why can't we use that to our advantage to get better with Taff in that statement? I mean, I get it. This could potentially be wrong in so many ways, but what if we trade the information what the general store person said in order to get on Taff's good terms?
Before we get into bed with evil people, I would like to talk to talk to the oh god, trying to find information. To the friend of the sister of the blacksmith, I believe.
Oh, her. Yeah.
Harriet in the sleeping giant.
Yeah. We should really. So.
Well, the longer we await here, the less information we're gonna get, and also I have to admit I am getting hungry.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe we should split up and get information.
2 big things I need to do already today. I don't know what you guys need to do.
Well, tell us, Maeve. What do you need to do?
Nothing.
I need to go pick up my clothes and Sox's bow tie. And I need to go to the magic store for something.
Okay, well, I need to go to the store as well to pick up my suit. And I believe I also have an appointment at the magic store today.
You do? Why? What are you getting?
Well, I asked the shopkeeper for elementals of darkness, and he was not really familiar with it, but he was going to look it up for me, and he asked me to come back the day after. So,
Since when is darkness an element?
well, it's difficult. It's. I'll teach you someday.
Okay.
Nope. Nope.
If that's the case, then we should make a list of what we gotta get done today, right? Maybe we should try to prioritize some things. Maybe, we can make a plan, get it done. Here's my thing, right? Is talking to the sister of the blacksmith, like something we really need to do? Like, do we really need information from her, or is that just potentially irrelevant to us? Like, is she gonna help us with our goal? That is what I'm trying to get at.
She is the one contact there is to finding out where the blacksmith is being held.
Right. Are
Who is
we worried
essentially
about
the
that right
leader of-
now, though?
But
We can potentially do this after the ball, right? We can get this information later, at a later date.
exactly.
Because again, we're focused on the ball right now, right? So maybe we should prioritize things to help us at the ball, because that's the next big thing, right? And then after the ball, if we can't find anything out at the ball, we can't get any information, then that can be our second go-to, is talking to her and get information about the blacksmith. That way, we still have that avenue of approach if the ball thing gets totally shut off from us. So that's in case something does happen to the ball and we end up getting ruined and we can't get any information, we still have something to fall back to. Because if we open that door open with her, I mean, and then we also go talk to the general store person, I mean, I think we're going to put ourselves involved a little bit too much right now. I think we should try to keep a little involved in this in case, like, the general person gets caught and the next, they rat us out for talking to this person and, all the 9 yards, right? So maybe we should prioritize other things first and keep things on the back burner in case other plans fail.
For once, Andros, you actually make sense.
Thank you. Wow. It feels good to be right for once,
Well,
I just
See it
it
this
might
way.
be too late after.
yeah, but see it
But-
this way. We came here to the city to attend the ball. If we go talk to, like, the owner of the general store, we can come in there for something in his store. If we get information from him, that's okay. But if we go talk to the lady, which is a friend of the blacksmith, who is held captive, it could raise suspicion.
Really could.
Dion, what do you think? Oh.
Dion
never
is still
mind.
asleep.
Yeah,
but
well,
as you say that, you do realize that Galoin is just sat at the end of the bed listening to the whole conversation. And he's like, is there anything you need me to do? I could maybe talk to Harriet.
That
That's
sounds like a good
true.
idea.
Because I'm just your wagon driver, right? And we're in this tavern, so maybe she'll be serving today.
Yeah.
well, that's an excellent plan.
And
Yeah.
I feel bad. If I pay you, can you go get my dress and the bow tie so I can go do other things?
True. Yeah.
Uh,
Would you mind picking up our...
God,
Suits
this is
feel
becoming
really
a delivery
bad.
boy.
Well,
I
I can, but you just remember that I am only a halfling, and the
Oh,
dress
true.
is gonna be quite long.
Should we have someone else go with Galoin?
Maeve, do you want me to pick your dress up?
Wait, what? Why don't you give me the coin? Why don't you give me the coin, and I'll give it to Yusuf's guards to collect? Because they're not doing anything; they're just relaxing.
True. True.
Yeah.
Make them be
How
useful after
bad do they look?
Well, they came with me to the stables. One was pretty winded bad. The other one didn't seem too bad, just a little banged up.
Mm.
Yeah. Do you think
Great.
they're like people ask them why they look like that? Like bruised, and if you could send them out in town?
Probably not here. It's probably common, from what I understand from your conversation, if the chop keeps getting beaten up.
Mm.
So it's probably
Right.
common that people look a little banged up. No?
Also,
Yeah.
probably for the best they were knocked out, so that way they don't know about what our friend here decided to, do to the guard. And the right apples.
Are you speaking what?
Well, what did he
Eat
do?
that, but also you and I, Andros.
Yeah. I
true,
think that
true.
is a bit more troublesome.
What did you guys do?
At the same time, it could be seen as a good thing in the eyes of Taff, right? Because we took out one of his problems. So I think he will be okay with it. I'm not really, nervous what Taff
I'm
thinks.
not sure that Taff should know that we had contact with those people.
I think he would want it. I think he would award us for it, honestly. It takes out one of his problems.
Right, guys,
But
let's
it also
make a
connects
plan.
us to them.
Let's make a
Nothing
plan,
wrong with that.
because like I said before, I am getting hungry.
Exactly. Okay.
Breakfast. Speaking of, I still have a pig in the fridge. Freshly caught
Oh.
yesterday morning.
great.
That's
Bacon
good
on me.
to know.
Unless you don't want to, did you turn vegetarian overnight? I don't know.
What? But they
What did
provide
Monica tell you?
breakfast.
Yeah, we can keep
It's
the piglet for another day.
I will take some bacon from Maeve.
But where are
Why
you going to
not?
cook it?
Exactly.
Can they not make it for us?
They will have their own supplies.
Yeah, usually taverns like this in big cities and towns, they purchase produce for catering for the amount of people in a hotel or a tavern. I think they'll probably have their own.
No,
I could
maybe it's
ask.
also no. It might be weird if I come in with a dead pig.
It would be, yeah,
am I
it
called
would
it?
be kind of weird. But I like your idea, Maeve. We
On
can
the
still use it.
road!
I'm sure it'll
Exactly.
last. It'll last. We can have it in a
It's a
few
fridge,
days.
yes.
By the way,
What the hell's
What's
a fridge?
I don't know, you call it fridge. What's a fridge?
Chest of cooling. What was it called again? What did
I think it was
contestants
the
say?
chest of refrigeration. So
I don't
so
know.
maybe
What's
we call it
refrigeration?
fridge.
What's
Can we
refrigeration?
call it fridge for short, guys? Can we just call it
someone's
fridge for
Sure.
short?
someone's carved fridge into the side of it.
yeah, great.
And there is a
Um,
wild Shion appeared.
By the way, I just wanted to put this out there because I think it's important. I'm with the silver strings for the ball, right? So
Yeah.
maybe we should have a generalized group idea of why I'm hanging out with you guys quite a bit. In case someone brings that up, is why I'm with you guys a lot, but not the silver strings. Since technically, if I'm grouped with them, it would mean I'd probably be traveling with them, right? So it means they're
They might already know we are a group.
Well,
true.
We've been spoken about.
We
Right.
also entered the city together, so they probably
With the
think
Silver
that
Strings.
we have some sort of relations with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, if anything, I'm a friend of the silver strings, and they hired me to be their guard. Just want to put that out there.
You also went on a date with her yesterday in the city of
Maybe-
Sardonis.
Just want to
Right,
hang out with
right.
them. Maybe we're already friends.
Maybe.
It's not-
Anywho,
Right, so breakfast.
Mhm.
breakfast.
Yes, breakfast. I think Shion will be there shortly. Let's give her some time to wake up.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's slowly stirring in the background, stirring
Mhm.
awake.
Right. So downstairs.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, as you all clamber on downstairs into the big open room, it is a lot quieter than it has been in the previous days. You imagine most people are out and about getting the things they need before the big ball and going to the shops because maybe they'll be closed the following day. Who knows? So they're going around doing all their things, but there are still a few people downstairs. No one that you really recognize as anyone particularly big. Estelle and Javier are not here. Sigbert's not here. Henry isn't here. Eliash isn't here. It seems more locale. As well as maybe one or two noblemen and women who are having a later start in the morning. But yeah, as you all come down, get a table, not a problem. A banquet of breakfasty goods comes out. Bacons, eggs, waffles, potato waffles, should I add. As well as all other breakfasty related things, some dried nuts, some cereal-like things, that sort of stuff, toast. And yeah, a big banquet comes out. And I would say after about half an hour, all your food is out, your drinks, and you're halfway through eating. And Shion has joined you at the table as she is slowly munching away, still waking up a little bit, but she's there.
Good morning, princess. I'm happy at least someone slept through the blue man's dream. Or whatever.
Blue man's dream. What are you talking about?
I don't know. He went on about the thing you guys are bound to, and apparently he got some new cool things, and then they
What?
were on the right track for the orb, and all that craziness.
got-
The normal
he got
stuff.
Cool things. Why don't I get cool things?
You have those cool little throwing blade things. I wish I could have a blade to throw.
You could
You
try.
not throw your blades.
My sword? I mean, I could, but I mean, is that
You
really gonna
have
do anything?
rapiers.
And then decapitate a man, and then as soon as you
I have
did, then
one
pick
rapier.
it back up.
Yeah.
I'll
Well,
need
anyway.
to have a word with Arcturus later.
y'all get cool things from like gods and things, and I
I'm
get a
sitting
cool
right here,
thing.
Shion.
I get
In
cool thing from
pride.
the ghosts that is trapped in my head. That's the difference here. Y'all have like gods and stuff, which I don't even think is really real. I think you guys are just kind of bullshitting some of this. And then I get stuff from people in my head, the voices and the things I see in my head. That's
And
great.
you just said something about them not being real and bullshitting and stuff. Like,
I'm not
you
much
see
of a
that
believer
that's
in
kind of similar.
Hmm?
Can you see that that's kind of similar? Like
What the. Okay, sure. They're
things
not
that
all
are
of
in
it's
your
not
head
real.
and
Sure.
things that no one else can really
Well,
perceive.
I can actually physically see the voices in my head. Not in just a dream. By the way, just want to throw that out there.
Well,
Well,
Second
they
of
are
all,
person that
physically
can see
getting
stuff is a
things
real
out of their
person.
dreams.
for all I know, they could have had those things the whole time. I just didn't really notice it. Okay. Second of all, I'm not one to like put this down, but y'all keep going on about the gods are doing this, the gods are doing that, and I'm not really much of a, you know what I mean? Like I grew up in a place where we just did things. We served no master. I mean, the only person we listened to was the tribe leader, who was there, present, real in front of my eyes, kind of thing.
Who
Darling,
keeps going on about what gods?
you think I
The-
serve a god? If anything, the god should serve me.
Okay. Oh, sure. Right. There we go. Normal Shion.
I
Great.
mean, so far I'm not serving God, any god.
You guys sure?
Of
You guys not?
the
You
many
guys,
gods, but who
Many?
knows? Maybe
Wait.
someone could be beneficial.
There's many gods out there?
Of
Like
course.
many? Like how many gods are we talking
How,
about?
how would there be less gods?
Because
Like,
you think
there's so many
there'd be
things
like,
in the world.
you think maybe it'd be like 5, like a round table, like the 5, and then like maybe everyone under that's like their workers, like they're people who are forced to work under them. But now you say like many gods, and I'm like, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of
You
people
saw the divine ward back in Arkenvale, right?
The divine ward, sure. I mean, what did that do
We
for me?
passed by to the like fancy tavern and stuff, if you remember.
Yeah? And?
Yeah.
Did that do
Like
anything cool?
it's a big section of a city. Like you know
So-
how there's different districts in the city, and it's a whole district devoted to all the different gods.
Right. Yeah, I didn't pay attention to that.
Well, I can tell you
see.
this, that Malakash is like not really a god.
Then
Or
what,
like,
what is he?
well, at this point I'm still figuring out if he's good or evil.
A
I think
powerful
the latter.
entity.
He's a powerful entity. I think the latter.
So he's like a like a devil strong dude? Like a high tier dude? Like what is he? Like is he like
We don't know.
Well,
as
remember
badass as, like-
Ashriel?
huh? Ashriel? Yeah, the red skin dude.
Yeah.
What's up with him?
Well, he also had powers.
He just served he's magic, right? Magic's been a thing I've seen quite a lot here, right? I mean, it doesn't really prove anything. Hell, if that's the case, then doesn't mean Arcturus is a god and you because you guys can do magic? Doesn't really prove anything, does it?
Yeah, but he made contracts with people,
Okay.
making
How do we know
things
those are
happen
even
for
real?
them.
Well, I can throw a fireball at you and see if it's real.
I mean, that would actually
Okay,
hurt.
let's
So that's
move on.
real. That's a real thing. You can throw fireballs. That's pretty real.
I still wonder if the one he was indebted to was also Malakash.
No,
Do you think he would have
We
multiple
don't
people?
know that.
We really don't.
I don't think so. Like it sounded different.
Do you know Malakash? You guys hang out on the weekends or you guys have like a
What?
pint together? Like, is that something you guys do?
I'm not sure what you're asking now.
Who are you asking this?
I'm asking the Erhard. Apparently he knows that this is, I mean, you think this is not a thing, right? How do you know though? I mean, I actually think Maeve has a good point. I mean, what if them two are somehow linked? What if they're, I don't know, colleagues or whatnot in the same
Colleagues.
goal? Yeah, maybe they're like best friends. They have a
No, he
drink on the
didn't-
weekends.
He was
We did
not-
have a lengthy conversation with him.
We did. I wasn't
Yeah.
really there for half of it.
He was indebted
Where were
to
you?
a
You guys.
demon or a
Yeah.
devil or something in the Nine Hells, he said. And
Right, the Nine
he-
Hells.
The deal we made was because if we would have killed him, he would have had to come back as a fetus and grow again, and it would have taken him longer to pay off his debt, and he was going to deal with the demon, which is why we made the deal. to not kill him.
So okay?
You were
is
too
Malak-
angry and walked out, so you didn't hear. We don't know if it's Malakesh.
So what if Malakesh is superior to him then? Like he's like in
Yes,
charge of him.
Andros is exactly what I'm saying.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
And now you know how I got skill. And she
Right.
got skills.
So you guys are basically serving a high tier like strong devil dude, right?
Me?
That's-
I'm not.
Who can
sure.
apparently kill you guys from not being in this like.
Yeah, that's
I'm
this
running a
place.
little errand for him only because I want to go home.
That's
I
the
don't serve
complicated one.
anyone.
Well, here's the thing though. If he's not here, how can he really do anything to you guys? Like, is that how that works?
Exactly.
You only see him in your dreams. Like you're.
As
You
long
did
as he
see
keeps
that
giving us-
tattoos,
as
yeah?
long as he keeps giving us fancy knives, it's all good, darling.
Can we?
I want a fancy knife.
You have a fancy knife.
I do, but I want one from I want something Maeve can turn into a fire bear, right? You don't see that? She literally turned into a fire bear and was chomping people. I can't do that. I want to become a bear.
You can talk
Can
to
you
your grandma.
Can you imagine like a 12-foot fire bear like me just and
You
chomping on
just-
people?
You do
It's
stay
dope.
sort of the size that you would probably be the
Shrink
size
down?
there.
Oh, am I
Well-
actually the size of Maeve as a bear?
What? No, I'm the size of you when I'm a bear. I think. Roughly.
Yo, I must be so dope
God,
then. I'm
he's getting
actually
blown out.
I'm pretty big.
I might be a bit taller when I stand up, but because you're what, like 7, 8?
I'm 7'8". Yeah.
Are we having food already?
Oh, I am.
You have been eating
Cool.
food and drinking as
Yeah.
Just
this
checking.
conversation has been going on. The waitress who keeps coming over to refill orange juice and water, here's part of your conversation of you talking about fire bears, and it's just casually puts the decanter down and walks away, and it's just you just see her whisper something to someone, and then someone else glances over, and then they start just chatting away from you.
Right, guys.
Following?
I'm going to the store, so if anything should be brought, you should ask me.
Okay.
Which store?
Well, I have to go to the magical store anyway, and
Yeah.
well, my suit is not going anywhere unless someone else is going to pick it up. So
Well,
True.
I need to go to the magic store. Prefer something very specific.
I can go.
you
But,
want to go in
go on.
private or?
No, it's fine. I don't want to ask you to get it for me.
Yes, Maeve.
Would you mind asking the guards?
Oh, yeah, sure. I'm sure they'd only charge you maybe a gold each for collecting something.
Easy. And Andros will
okay.
pass 2 gold over to Galoin.
Andros?
Yeah,
Uh,
I'll give one to each.
I gotcha.
Do you want me to pick everyone's up while we're there?
Oh yeah.
If you
Right.
can,
Might as well,
yeah.
right?
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
if you were able
sounds
to,
good.
or if the guards are able to.
Well, I'll go with them, and then I can
Oh.
take the accessories, and they can take the suits and the dresses.
I'll slide 3
Thanks.
more to him.
Dion, you okay with that?
Thanks.
Why should it concern me? I didn't buy any dress.
Oh, I'll do 2 instead of. I'll take back 1.
Thanks.
But yes, Arcturus, I would like to have a words in private. Well, not necessarily private, but if we can go together, maybe we can discuss it on the way.
Can I just
Sure.
also give Galoin I don't know 200 coppers or something, just if he needs any extras for
Oh,
anything.
well, yeah, actually, it's funny that you mentioned that. I've been chatting to one of the stable hands about getting a canopy put on our wagon.
Yeah.
Because, we were
Oh,
talking about doing it,
nice.
and then I said the next time we come to a town or a city, I'd inquire. They actually, it's funny you've given me this exact amount. They said it'd cost me 20 gold for them to fit one on, but it would be an off-white canvasy texture. But it would be open at the front and back, but it would over the top, it would cover completely from the elements and the sides. So it would mean
Yeah.
visibility inside wouldn't be as great, but if it rains or, you know, if there's people looking, they won't be able to see directly inside.
That's
Okay.
fine. We can do some. We have people that do fire
Yeah.
stuff. We can see.
Yeah, so this 200 copper would be the
200
exact
copper is
amount
20
I'd need.
silver,
Wouldn't
isn't
it?
it?
Wait, wouldn't it just
200
be
coppers.
2 gold?
Oh, that's 2 gold. Yeah,
It's
I'd need
2
another
gold.
18 gold. Yeah.
Another 18.
I
I thought you said
mean-
48.
Just
What?
take it from
20
Contessa's
gold.
share, darling.
20 gold. Oh,
20 gold total, so that'd be
Lovely.
2 gold.
18.
Let me just give
I
you another
have-
600.
So
So we get
600
800
copper.
from
6
copper.
gold.
Yeah.
That's 8
So that's
gold.
You get
8
800
gold.
copper from
You need
me.
12
8
Okay,
more.
I got 8 gold. I need
Uh,
12 more.
Okay, give me a
Look,
second.
I can give you. I have so much copper, but I don't want to have you carry so much. Gold.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll make the
I'll
guards
just,
carry
I'll just
it.
give you the 12
Okay.
gold. I'll give you the 12 gold. and
No,
I'll
no,
pass-
let me give him the copper. Then I don't have to carry it anymore.
Sure.
I give you 1,200. 1,200. Yes, 1,200 copper.
Right,
Isn't it
so I've
just-
now got 20 gold in coppers. Can you guys wait here a second? I don't want to leave this unattended.
Oh, yeah, go
It's
ahead.
a lot.
I'll be
Galoin
here.
goes running off. And then, like, 5 minutes later, just as you're all finishing up breakfast, him and the 2 guards come in, and he says, "Right, I need you to carry this." He points towards all the coppers. And then they walk on over and they, like, grumble. One is, like, you can see there is some bandages beneath his clothing, around his ribs. But the other one seems okay. The other one seems absolutely fine. And they grab the coppers and they all nod towards you. And Galoin's like, "Come on then, we ain't got all day." And then he walks out and they follow him out.
He's getting a bit bossy, isn't he?
Galoin's a badass.
I like it.
like him.
He's in charge.
Yeah. I think he's learning too much from Shion, though. So maybe we should dial that back a little bit, you know? Maybe we
Shouldn't
should
be
have
driving with
someone
her
else
so
sitting
much.
next to Galoin for a bit, you know?
Why? I think he does a marvelous job.
Sure, and by your standards, yeah. I mean, by your standards, anything like that is just top tier, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he gets shit done.
Comes in
so-
handy.
Yeah, of course. It's great. So now we're going to have a roof over our wagon. That's pretty good.
A roof
I'm not
over the
gonna fit in.
wagon, and we have a tent that Erhard can summon like every time. We'll be blessed.
Right. And, you know,
Well, it's kind of like a stationary thing, though.
Like a bowl.
Like
Doesn't move.
it's like a globe, like a dome. Sorry.
Like a bowl
Great.
shape.
Yeah, like a dome, like a semi.
wait, can they leave the dome when they go in?
I can't.
You can't leave it, but can they leave it? Like,
Who's they?
well,
Well, I
anyone
can-
okay.
there
Let's
can
say
be-
we're in it with you, right? Let's say we're in the thing with you. Can we leave it?
As far
As
as I
well.
understand, there can be a certain amount of living creatures
Andros, it's a
inside
tent.
the dome.
Right.
We can test it.
We'll
Not
test
now.
it at some point.
Not now, please. I don't want to be trapped in
Not in the town.
tent. Yeah.
You can definitely leave it, but yeah, I'm not sure about re-entering.
And do people outside of see it? Like, is it visible to people?
They
or is it
can't
like-
see it. It becomes kind of like a.
You would know that anyone can
With colour.
leave the orb and re-enter,
Yeah, it was kind of
but only up to, I think it's 10 willing creatures of your choice.
10 creatures.
Looking into it, it is an opaque color of your choosing. So if you're in like a grassy green field, you could choose the same color as the grass, so it just looks like a hill. If you're in a snowy biome, you could choose white like the snow. Like, you can choose it, but it is just that color. So yeah, it's just the one color.
Mm.
So
Kind of
don't fall
camouflage.
out with Erhard.
Sure.
Yeah. I'm off to the store.
I'm
Yep.
okay.
I'm gonna
we
go
all?
along.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to the magic store, so Shionel's coming with me, and I know Maeve is coming with me as well.
Well, I guess I can tag along. I got nothing to do here today.
I
Oh.
don't know.
Come on,
In that-
Erhard.
I
you
honestly
like the
don't
magic
really have
things.
plans.
Then
Yeah,
come with us. Come hang
let's
out with
go.
the gang.
Yeah, we'll go.
You all start heading towards the shops. You're going towards Mortimer's Magics?
The
I think
magic
it was called?
store.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mortimer's Magics.
Mortimer's Magics, brilliant. Yeah, so as you start arriving towards there, you do notice there is a sign up in the window
that says limited stock. And as you do start approaching, you look inside. Erhard and Arcturus, you would know that the person behind the counter is not the same person that you saw yesterday. But as
Curious.
you enter, I assume?
I do.
As you enter, you see a very tall, thin, gaunt-looking gentleman with jet black hair slicked down to the back of his neck. As you enter, he says, "Hello there. How may I be of service? Mortimer is currently preoccupied with a circumstance that has come to his attention. May I assist you?"
Oh. Well met. We went here yesterday. We met Mortimer. And I asked him to, or if he had something I was looking for, and he was going to look into it.
Tall, blue, intellectual-looking type. I believe your name to be Arcturus.
Yes, my good sir.
Well, Mortimer did inform me of you returning to the store. The only thing he was able to find was this. And he puts onto the desk a small, completely spherical, blue... it looks kind of like a sapphire, but within inside of it, you can see, like, wisps of shadow just, like, moving around within. And he says, "Quite fitting, really. The only one he has is a shadow sapphire. I believe this was something you would be looking for as an arcane property."
Yes. Looks like this would work. Yes. Splendid.
That would be 25 gold.
Go.
Pretty cheap.
You pass it over, yeah?
I do.
Yeah, awesome. He gives you that. Was there anything else you or your compatriots would acquire assistance from one such as myself?
Who are you?
Who am I?
Yeah.
Alistair Zorn.
So, what are you? You said someone such as yourself. Like, I'm intrigued.
Well, I am an assistant in a shop.
That's it.
I have been called in by Mortimer because a certain individual who was an apprentice of his has unfortunately been exiled from the town, and therefore I am here as a replacement.
Sure. Yeah,
Okay.
we'll leave it at that.
Cool.
Yes, Mortimer's not here because of a death of some sorts.
Oh, that's cool. Do you have any like cool items here? I don't know, anything fancy? I like
Define
fancy stuff.
call.
I don't know, like anything cool, fancy for like a big.
He wants
Elephant
throwing
man like me?
knives, darling.
Do you have any cool throwing knives? Ones I
No.
can throw and it'll come back to
No.
me after I throw. No.
This might suffice. And he puts up a wand onto the desk. And he says, "This is called the Wand of Smiles.
Smiles?
Point it at a person that looks rather grumpy. Make them smile."
How much is this one? How much is it?
This would be 250 gold pieces.
Oh my lord!
Oh,
no, I don't want that.
Sorry, no, wait there. Plus
Oh.
inflation, 275 gold pieces.
Just to make people smile? I have
You
aptitude
should
for
test
that.
it. You should
Mm.
test it on Dross.
On
Very well.
who?
He picks it up and he points it at Andros. Andros, I need you to make a charisma saving throw, please.
Okay. Sure.
He's always so grumpy.
I believe you succeed. Let me just double check. I think it's 13, but... Wand of Smiles. It is... When it loads. There it is. DC 10. Yeah, you succeed.
Can I like try to pass off a fake smile?
Yeah, he looks at you, he says, "I don't believe it worked, but I think you're pretending."
Oh, yeah, it didn't work.
Anyway.
This item is pretty bad.
We also have the Wand of Secrets, which allows you to find secret compartments, doors, or, hidden entrances or exits. That'll be 1,000 gold pieces.
Oh my
And
lord.
we also have the Ring of Water Walking, which, believe it or not, allows you to walk on water. That also costs 1,500 gold pieces. And finally, our prized possession, and he gestures to the wall, and you see this really ornate-looking staff, and he says, "That is the Staff of Charming. That is worth 12,000 gold pieces."
So much
Oh
money.
yeah, I seen that one.
Do you have anything cheap, like cheaper than the Wand of Smiles for whatever reason?
If you want
Um,
something charmed, my darling, I can do it for you for free.
I have a potion, 5 potions of healing for 55 gold pieces.
Oh.
Each?
Yes.
Oh, each? Ugh, man, you guys are terrible here. Prices.
We also have... Oh, wait, no, I can't.
Do
He's
you
not
have
here.
any acorns?
Acorns.
Mm-hmm.
Like a regular acorn.
No, like it has like some like feathers in it, and like a fur, and a little bit of a fishtail. Like
Oh,
a
as
gilded acorn.
As an arcane component.
Yes.
We may have some. What sort of price range are you looking to pay?
Oh, it depends if it works or not. If it's like that stuff you showed us earlier, not so much.
Yeah, that stuff was pretty bad.
I don't see the funny side of that.
Oh.
You
Sorry.
should try and use it on yourself, and maybe you would.
He flicks it at you. Charisma saving throw, mate.
How often per long rest can he use that?
No, I think he gets 5 charges.
He's just gonna...
You succeed,
I
nothing happens.
Stare at him. Poker
Wow. You're really bad at this wand.
You
Maybe you should give it to us for free.
face. No.
Maybe we should try it.
What do you think I am?
Can I
Stupid?
try it on you and see if it works?
No, you're not allowed
No.
to touch the merchandise unless you
What?
pay for it.
Well, that's kind of bullshit. How am I supposed to test if it? Maybe it's your hand doing it. Maybe
Hey,
you're
guys,
the
do
one
we need
casting the
anything
magic.
else?
Andros,
I actually
behave.
need to buy this, okay?
Ah.
So how much are you looking to spend, dear?
Why do I need to tell you if you tell us all the prices of the other things?
Well, it's the size of the acorn with the items within that you need. We have multiple sizes.
Does the size matter?
In this
Size always
circumstance, it
In a lot
depends
of
on the
situations.
spell you're trying to cast, dear.
Do you know the spell, and I whisper this into his ear. Summoning a beast?
Summoning a beast? Oh. I didn't say that.
Okay.
Well, yes, I believe you would need a mediocre-sized acorn for that. Probably cost you, here, 220 gold pieces.
Holy.
Do you need this now, Maeve?
I mean, I
Or
don't
should
know.
we come back another time?
I will inform you if you plan to come back tomorrow. All the shops in Sardonis will be closed, as it is Taft's name day.
Oh.
Right,
We're
but
here
you're
now.
opening up after, right?
Will be
We're
open the
here
day
now.
after, yes. Yes, if you have, by all means, you could buy it now, but you seemed hesitant on the price. I, unfortunately, the taxes...
No, I'm just.
Yes.
No, I understand the taxes. I mean, I just haven't seen any merchandise of yours actually do as you say.
You wish for an experiment, do you?
I mean, we need proof of something. You haven't given
What
us
was
much
that?
to work with. You just haven't
Very
given
well.
us much to work with.
Very well, if that is what you wish, then... I guess I could show you something. No one would really know.
No.
Okay. He grabs the staff off the wall. Which one would like to be my experiment?
Do it to me. Do it now. You're not strong enough. It's not gonna work.
I command you to lay on the floor. I need you to make me a charisma saving throw, please. Sorry, wisdom. Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom. Ooh.
Yes, wisdom. Andros, you immediately lay down. You immediately lay on
Can
the
I
floor.
pet him? Can I pet him while he's lying there? Like he's so obedient.
it does say once the action is performed. Uh, once the action is performed, you can do what you want afterwards. But yes, you immediately just lay on the floor. He smirks immediately. I believe that would suffice. And he puts the staff back on the wall.
I know why I want that stuff. I'm
I
just
know why
short
many
on the
do.
money.
Just laying here staring at the
I'll tell
ceiling.
you what. 235?
I think you can get back up on this.
Oh, I can
220 was the deal.
No. 235 plus a potion.
No. Well, that
Wow.
would be 275 gold pieces. I would be short by 40 gold. What am I to do? Pay for it out of my own wages?
I'm sure there's some conversion rate that you put on the pricing anyways.
Well, yes, we're taxed to fuck.
Can I just whisper to Maeve, like, see, that's what I was talking about?
If Mortimer was here, maybe you could make a deal. But like I said before, he's currently dealing with a death of some sorts.
Great.
Yeah.
I believe
that
it's something
happens.
to do with his apprentice. I wasn't quite sure what he was talking about.
Yeah.
What? Who was his apprentice?
I believe it was a silvery dragonborn.
Mhm.
The name eludes me. But he was exiled a while ago, and apparently someone found his body on the roadside.
Wow. That's terrible.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Really
a
bad.
horrible thing.
Yeah.
Yes, he said something about someone selling his wand in the shop, and therefore he decided to use the spell Scrying to find out where his accomplice was, and realized that his body was laying in a ditch.
What happened to the person? Do you know how he died?
I do not. That's why
Hmm.
Mortimer has left. I believe he's
Great.
gone to investigate.
Nice. Man, that person must be really, really dumb to just bring in the wand of someone that you know that
Well-
died. You know that possibly was an apprentice. You know, it's that's pretty dumb of that person, wouldn't you say?
Well, I would disagree, because the person that brought the wand in might not be the person that killed said person. Maybe just stumbled
Right.
across the body on the roadside.
True, it could happen.
But if they
Damn.
had more of their belongings, then maybe that would be weird.
Yeah, that'd be very weird.
Well, I do hope that Mortimer's grief is not sad for days or
Yeah.
tomorrow's name day.
Well, I believe he's not expected to return until after. He was invited to the ball himself, but he has taken a few days to investigate this matter.
If you see him, make sure he is okay.
Yes, I will send along your condolences to a man you barely know.
At least he
It's the
has
least we can do.
priorities.
Thank you.
Guys, are we looking for something else here?
No, I'd give him the 220.
Yeah, he hands over a acorn worth 200 gold.
Yes.
Mhm.
I nod at
Nice.
him and I say, "You guys should get a herbalism kit. It's much cheaper.
What is?
You make your own potions. You
Oh,
make
we
extra
do.
money. You do?
Yes.
That's how they make money.
Yes, just give me one, darling, and I plop 550 copper on the table.
Not
Uh,
enough.
That's 55 silver.
That's like that's
That's-
5 gold.
Yes,
And
that's 5 gold, 5
5
silver,
silver.
dear.
It was more expensive than that. What a shame. Well,
That stinks.
fine. I'll give the rest in silver.
Very well. He takes it and he gives you 1 healing potion.
Okay, well, it's great. Nice.
Are you attending the ball?
Or we attending the ball?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah, I am.
Well, have a lovely time.
Thank you. Thank you. I
Thank
wouldn't really
you.
be enjoying it.
And
I have
thank you
to,
for your
you know.
service.
Now, by all means.
Thank you.
Have a
A
sir.
service
day.
required, a service provided.
Sure. Hey, by the way, do you think the blacksmith here would have like a weapon like that, like a dagger I can throw and
The
could return to me?
blacksmiths have been shut for about 3 months now.
That's pretty weird. Okay, thank you.
The Obsidian Hilt. I believe the man has been arrested. From what I hear, he's been inside the cells more than the jailer.
Dang, what an idiot.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, it's good to meet you. You have a lovely day. And
I will. Thank you.
Yeah, great.
Oh, and don't forget to smile. And he flicks his wrist once more. Charisma
Oh my
saving throw, please,
lord.
Andres.
He's really gonna keep doing this.
He's trying.
Can I fail?
The nat 20 and
I
that
just
one.
flip him the bird as I walk
Yeah.
out. I just kind of turn around and flip him the bird.
He just smiles towards you as you leave.
Is
Yeah,
that the
I'm s-
first time he has smiled since we were there?
Yes, that is the first time he smiled.
Great. I'm happy I can do that.
Right. About everything?
Yeah.
Great.
Cool. Where do
So
we
where
go
we-
now?
Yeah.
Is
Where's
there-
our next destination?
Anywhere you want to go, or do we want to speed up some time?
Oh, I have
I'm down to
some
do that.
tinkering to do, and I figure someone wants to talk with me.
Oh, that. Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
exactly.
while you guys do that, me, Erhard, and Maeve, we could just go for a walk or something. I mean, we could walk back
Oh.
towards the tavern, let you guys walk a little behind us, get your little secret conversation out of the way, and then we can hang out for the rest of the day and spend some time together.
But,
Like a big happy family.
if I were attending the ball tomorrow, where would I be?
Getting
What?
ready for the ball? Like,
I mean, where are the other people at that are going tomorrow? Where would they be today? Should we go
Shopping.
there?
well, we could, but do we really need to? I mean, listen. I would rather sit down, maybe chill out and prepare ourselves because the ball has a lot of people. And I'll be honest with you, I'm still not really good about this whole crowd thing. I'm actually really, really, really nervous for it, and I'd rather
You wanna
not.
Well,
sit in
maybe
that
then it's a good
marketplace?
idea to
Yeah, I want
already
to
get
sit
to
and
know some
prepare
people
myself.
beforehand.
We can go into the market place area and just look around, and if we spot anyone, and if we don't, we don't. Right?
I mean,
Yeah.
if you really want to.
Let's take a walk.
Okay.
We'll see you guys later.
So the three of you wander off into Sardonis just to kind of get the lay of the land, see what's going on. While Shion and Arcturus, do you slowly follow along while talking, or are you going somewhere to talk?
We're going somewhere to talk.
Where are you going?
Shion, you have a place where you want to talk. I don't
As
know.
long as there are no prying eyes or ears anywhere. No.
Well,
I wouldn't suggest a back alley because that is very dirty and I wouldn't want to go there, but if you have anywhere private in mind, by all means.
well, I'm as familiar in the city as you are. So let's go back to the tavern.
Yes, I suppose the room is the room is empty
Yes, let's go to the room.
Sure. The pair of you head off towards the room. It's not too far from where Mortimer's is, so you get there relatively quickly. Walk on in and straight up to the room, and yeah, the pair of you are in the room. No one else is there. The door is locked.
In the meantime, I'm also gonna do some tinkering, so be sure of that. We can talk in the meantime. I have to install this new Sapphire of Shadows into my bracelet.
Yes, about that. What is it? Why? How?
Well, it's pretty easy. It's an element of darkness, and it's how do I say that? Oh, I know you're a magic user, but this is like a different kind of magic.
You're saying I'm not smart enough?
I would never say that, Shion. But you do know that everything around us is like elemental, and you can channel it if you have the right components of it.
Yes.
I created a device which should channel all the different elements that I put into it. Like, for example, a rock that is infused with fire. And it will fire element. I can channel that. A stick it has been into the light. I can channel the light through it. And in this case, a stone that is infused in darkness, which I might have a use for in a different experiment.
Yes, that's all very fine and all. That's all very fine and all, but why did you get it?
I need it.
Yes, I need to go home. I need 1,000,000 gold pieces. I need to get all these peasants away from me, but I'm not getting it.
What are you getting at, Shion?
Did you get this from Malakesh?
Of course not. This magic has been with me for a long time. This is one of my inventions. Back at the other plane.
You better not keep secrets from me. Anyway, I want you to hold something for me in your necklace.
Do tell.
And I pull out the flask of poison that I made earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I assume you're taking your necklace to the ball. We might
do.
need this.
We
And I sort of shove it towards him on the table. Like I assume there's a table.
Yeah, sure. Side table. Go
It's
for
a
it.
riverside table. Well, that's interesting, Shion. I won't do it like now because Little Maeve had the idea to also take weapons with us to the ball inside the necklace. And since the ball is tomorrow, I can enter only once a day. So I will have to take it with me when we take the weapons in. For the end of the day.
Yes, but there's today and there's also tomorrow.
Yes, but if I want to get the weapons at the ball, I need to go in there as well.
I'm sort of visibly annoyed.
I thought you were familiar with the rules of magic, Shion.
I am, but I thought you would be more competent in dealing with your own magical trinkets.
Oh,
darling.
in this case, it's not my own magical trinkets. This is our friend's Malakash. Speaking of Malakash, since you were asking earlier, might have been speaking to me in a dream. Do you remember he was asking us where the orb was and he was growing impatient?
Yes.
Well, he gave us more time because he knew we were on the right track.
That's not what the tattoo suggests.
I figured, but he was very, very plain about that. It was very clear. He was actually impressed, he said. But yeah, it's still a demon. You trust a demon.
Do we even know whether or not he's a demon? I don't trust a man, woman, thing, deity, cloud in the sky. I don't trust him anyway. Shion Loranil serves no one.
Well, in this case, I think we are serving one for now. You know, he can take your life when he wants to.
I'd like to see him try.
But that I would not say I would like to see you die. But I would like to see him try to see if he would succeed.
Thank you very much for that. So what about this little flask I have here? Do I need to just... I cannot take this myself. And I
Obviously
don't
not.
need... I guess it's just for peasants like Ondros who need weapons in there. Or Erhards. They need weapons. You and I are perfectly capable of fighting ourselves.
We do. But Mayful will also need her weapons. And maybe other people. So I'll just hold the potion for now. And I will put it in my necklace when I enter to put in the weapons. Andros will be... He will speak to the silver strings. Be okay.
Very well. Just hold on to it for now. Don't lose it. And see if we can bring this to the ball. It's quite important.
I won't lose it. Do you
Okay.
want to find out where the others were, or do you want to take a nap?
Well, I cannot deny I need a beauty sleep, but I might take a little peek at who else is in the tavern at this hour. I assume many people will be preparing for the ball, and they might do so with drinks. There might be some interesting figures that we can check out.
Okay, and as you two have this conversation, the three of you wandering the streets of Sardonis, walking up random roads, and you just see every now and then there seems to be someone selling some stuff outside the house, and they seem to have some sort of like little marquee up. All three of you roll me a perception check.
As we do that, can I just ask, is there like something that we can combine with that, like kind of looking for like shrines or temples or something, since Andros
If you're
was blaspheming?
If you're specifically looking for something, let me know what you're looking for, and I
Okay.
can give you an easy or a harder roll depending on what you're looking for.
Well, personally, I would be interested in maybe seeing something like a divine ward, or like
Yeah.
not a divine ward, but like I don't imagine this
Some
as
sort of
much
chapel.
district here, but like something
Yeah.
like chapels, shrines, something.
Yeah, roll me a
What do you say?
check.
Perception, right?
Yeah.
Looking for
15.
familiar faces, by the way.
Okay, you're looking for people specifically?
All familiar faces, yeah.
Yeah. Andros?
My head's in the fucking clouds. I'm just like, wow.
But what were you looking for?
I don't know. Maybe someone I know, but that
Sure.
one.
Andros, you don't spot anyone.
Exactly. 'Cause I'm
Yeah,
looking at the
that one.
clouds.
You got a 9. Either there is
Yeah,
a
I
nat 1,
know.
it's not a nat
It's a
1,
+8
it's a
to
9.
the fucking
No, it's a good
perception.
roll, but it's just not a good roll. Like,
hell.
it's a good modifier, but it's just a bad roll. You unfortunately don't spot anyone of recognition. I would say you probably do see a little bit further up that there are 2 guards going to each of these stalls, and the stall owners are giving them a pouch. That is one thing that you do notice, I would say, because a 9 isn't terrible, and I know it's a nat 1, but outside of combat, nat 1s aren't nat 1s, same as nat 20s. Maeve, as you're looking around, you do spot Henry Weston a little bit further up. He seems to be browsing someone's wares, and his daughter is like keeps looking at things and putting them down, and every now and then you hear her say like, "Father, I want this one," and then he looks over, he haggles a little bit, and then he buys the item for his daughter. I would say, who else would be here? You would spot as well, Gorelia Goldstein and husband just taking a casual stroll. They're not stopping to buy, but they just seem to be exploring the city itself. Other than that, I don't think you would see any other familiar faces. Ahad, as you're walking through, there are no chapels, to your knowledge, in Sardonis. There is no place of worship here.
Yet as much.
But yeah, you guys, I'd say you spend like 30 minutes to an hour just wandering around, not really, with no real aim, just kind of checking out the place. But yeah, is there anything else you wanted to do?
Great. Hey Maeve. Question.
Hmm?
How are you able to turn into a fire bear now? I know you guys fought like those fire things, right? Under the sinkhole place. Is that where you got that thing? Did you find it there?
So there was a portal down there to the plane of fire, and we fought a fire elemental. Yes.
There's a plane of fire?
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit, there's a place hotter than
Yeah,
Fortis?
you You would have been a hot mess.
Oh, listen, I'm pretty used to the very hot weather, right? Trust me. Hot weather.
Shion was
my thing.
sweating.
Shion was sweating.
Shion was
shit.
sweating.
I've never seen that girl sweat since we've been in as a group.
Well, this is what I mean. And Contessa had to
crazy.
wear my armor because she was being cooked alive in her metal one.
Bacon contestant. That would have been pretty nice to see. So how?
But
so you just got it from this
well, there
portal?
was like a stone above the portal, which
Right.
it seemed to be like, you know, the thing opening the portal, and Shion was like just staring at it the whole time after
Staring
combat.
at it?
Yeah,
We know why.
Mesmerized.
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 It was like shiny and Shion, and you know. Anyway,
Oh, so it's a nice little jewel then.
well,
Had to have been.
we ended up breaking it because we couldn't figure out how to get it off the wall.
Yeah.
We broke it, and then Shion took the shards, and then I've been messing my head over how to make my wild shape more effective, and I was like, it would be so cool if I could spell cast during it, and I can't, and then I do a lot of fire things. I was like, what if I can, you know, because like maybe one day I can swim like a fish, and I can do water things, and maybe like one day I'm a worm, and I can do like some digging, and then I thought like, what if I
worm?
can do some? It doesn't matter.
Okay.
I was like, I want to work in the elements, right?
Right.
And then we found the stone, and I was like, hey, Shion, can I have some of those shards? And then that same night, the Antis came to me. You know?
Dianthus, that's the I think you've spoken about Dianthus before. That's the one thing, the chapel lady that you went and saw, right? And that's what that helps you communicate to the animals, right?
I do hear this conversation, right? Like
Yeah.
I'm there too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Am
know
I?
you've
I'm
met
not
her
sure I'm
before in the
aware
Feywild, right?
of that. Have you shared that name before?
I have. I spoke with the Antis. She comes. She comes to me in my dreams sometimes, but she pulled me out of my forest into the Feywild where she's from.
Yeah.
She's a deity.
So it's your deity.
Oh, so she's like a god.
Well, no, she's. I don't know. I don't know what she is. Maybe. She seems to be powerful because she just moved me from one plane to another, and all of a sudden I'm here. So like, that was like
Wow.
fast travel.
So you kind of like got here like Arcturus did, right? Like,
Well, I lived
Is
in
that the
this
same thing?
world, and then I was in the Feywild for a few minutes.
wait, what's the difference between the Feywild and this world? Is the Feywild like its own plane as well, or?
Yeah, Earth's from there.
Well, I'm not from there technically.
I thought you
I'm
were
like
from there.
See, why
No,
you guys
I
from
lived-
such cool things?
I lived-
Shion
I-
is literally like a princess.
What-
Arcturus is from a whole different plane, and now you guys are from different planes, and I'm
Nah.
just from some sandy fucking southern place
Okay,
over there and
don't
over
get
yonder.
your pants all up in the jiffy.
That's dope, though. You guys are cool.
Calm down.
Ugh,
Okay,
Right.
so
I'm just from the forest.
I'm not from the Feywild. I'm human. I grew up here.
of course, you guys
Like
are
I was just
human.
very small when I was separated from my parents, and
Did
I
you
somehow
also go
ended-
to a forest?
I somehow ended up in a forest, and it seemed like it was the Feywild at some point. Like
You
I
guys
didn't
are
really
forest livers.
realize.
Do you know
As a child.
Dianthus?
No, I only know my, my mentor and all the people in the village and stuff. I don't know. We lived in the forest, and I grew up there with all of them, and I learned stuff. I realized I had magic, and they helped me to control it.
Wait. Who helped you control it?
What?
Who
The
did?
people in the Feywild.
Yeah.
People in the Feywild.
Yes. Where
Okay.
I lived.
So how'd you learn to juggle?
That was in the circus. Like
Wait, you were a part of a circus?
yeah.
I've heard about those things. Those are so cool. I want to go to one. I
Are
really want to go watch a
they?
circus.
Well, the circus I was with, I kind of ran away because it wasn't all nice.
Wait,
You know?
you ran away from a circus.
Yeah.
What's a circus?
It's
Oh, can I explain it? Can I explain it?
Can I?
But
Okay,
he's
you
from
can
a circus.
try. You can try explain it, but I'm pretty sure your idea of a circus is very different from the first circus
Why don't you explain it, and then I repeat it to Erhard, and then Erhard says if it's right or not.
Gotcha. Okay, so it's like this cool place, right? Where all the kids went to like growing up, right? And what they do is they go watch these cool people who can do these really cool performances, like juggle, like Erhard can do. Though I don't think they actually throw it at people. I think instead they actually like do it correctly, and they can actually juggle more. And then on top of that, they have people who can walk on a rope, and they're like walking so tight, and they don't fall. They actually can walk on a rope. If I did that, I fall off immediately. Would just freaking plummet. And then they have like these cool animals that like do like cool little tricks to like fire hoops and things like that. It's so cool. It's so cool. And
You
it's
have-
so like different than things I've seen.
Do you have
Okay.
circuses in the?
No,
What
we
is-
don't. We don't. We use our so usually what happened is like the different thing we have is we have like performers, right? But instead of like doing that kind of stuff, they use their trunks and we actually make like music sounds with it. Like it's like a
Choir.
yeah, like a choir but with our trunks. Pretty dope. Some people can go like high pitch, some people go like low pitch. Pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
I don't think I can repeat all of that. That was a long story.
Yeah. It's a
There's
lot.
people, they walk on ropes, they juggle apples, there's animals.
Well,
You would love it, Maeve.
anyway, like I ended
Yeah.
up there after I left the Feywild. Like, you know, at some point I grew up and I just didn't really fit in anymore. And I don't know, my mentor told me I need to get back to the real world kind of thing. And then I came back to this.
Circus.
You know, and
You walk on
I
a
found
rope?
this circus because I thought it was fun, you know, getting to know how the world works, getting to know other people. Also very magical. But
Right.
the thing is, the lady in charge, she abused people. She abused us, like performers. She mistreated people, but also she mistreated the animals and, well, the magical creatures. She put
What?
them in cages and forced them to do stuff.
Where is she?
Creatures.
I don't know.
We're gonna bust them out.
What? How? We don't even know what the circus is.
Well, I don't know.
Uh,
Erhard might know.
What? No, I doubt
That's what
Erhard
I'm
would
What's
be in the
trying-
circus.
What's their
He's been
name?
with them for a while.
What's their name?
What do you mean? What's their name?
Well,
The
do they
circus
not have,
name,
like,
like
we're the
the-
Iron
yeah.
Vortex. What's their name?
Right, yeah. Like, do they have a group name?
Well, it's Mommy Fortuna's Traveling Carnival.
Wait, what was that
What the fuck made that name?
name? Mommy Fortunas?
Yeah,
What are they, like mommies but for tuna? Like the fish tuna? Like they're
No.
mommies for tuna? Because
that's,
I
that's-
listen, I don't know
Nah.
about that one. That
that's
one's a
the
little
bad
weird one.
lady in
Circus?
charge.
Yeah, like is a tuna? Does they have a tuna in the circus too,
No.
like performing? Can they jump through a
No.
fire hoop?
No, dude. It's the lady in charge. She's called Mommy Fortuna.
Her name is Mommy Fortuna?
Yes, like
There's
fortune,
no way this
but
is real.
Fortune telling.
yes,
Fortune?
kind of like that. Yes.
Can she actually read fortune
Anyway.
though?
Well, she is a
So-
bit of a witch, but it's more like, you know, she imprisons all the animals, and
I think, yes. So, listen.
it's just not a nice place. And yeah,
When we're on the road and we see them, I don't care about y'all, but I'm gonna go bust out the animals.
Well,
I'm definitely joining you for that. If you know,
Mm.
but
Erhard,
be careful of her. Like she's terrible.
do you think I could have been a part of the circus? Like if I would have went and tried out, do you think I could have been a part of the circus? Do you think I could
That's
have like
how
had
we
something?
infiltrate.
Well,
That's
Yeah,
how
I
we
could be like
infiltrate.
the spectacular
Wait, I could be
Andros.
one too.
Yes,
Well-
we could do it. We could do
Yeah!
performance together. Yeah, that'd be so cool. We could be like, what's a cool name
I
for
don't know,
that?
juggling elephant and bear.
Excuse
Oh.
me, excuse me. Can the three of you move aside? There are people trying to buy things here. You're getting louder and louder, and well, I'm trying to sell. Can you not see my cups and saucers? And well, you're putting people off.
Oh,
can I have a look at one of those cups?
Yeah, you just see a very old china cup.
Sure.
Toss him
I
5
get, how
copper.
much you want for it? 5 silver?
You're throwing money at me. Well, they're 3 copper apiece.
3 copper.
I
Okay,
gave
I
him
give you
5.
I
Thank
give you
you.
10 for a set of 3.
Very well. Would you like the sauces with them?
Sure.
Would you like them gift wrapped?
No.
A little box will be fine.
Very well. That's our gift wrapping.
Yeah.
He
I have a
puts them in a
question
little
for you.
box, puts a bow on them. There you go.
Do you think I could
what
be part of
what
this
would you like for that then? 30
Sorry.
coppers?
Yes, yes, 30. How many did you ask? Yes, very well. Yeah, I'll take
Well,
30
you're
from
giving me
you.
sauces and
Let
all
me.
that.
Yes, let me just pick up these 5 coppers on the floor. And you want to be a part of a well,
Do you think
what
I
you
could
want.
be a part
Follow
of
your
it?
dreams, son.
Oh no, my dream's not to do that. My dream is to be like a badass. Like you guys all remember me as like the Ondros.
Your name's
know?
Ondros. Okay.
It is, yeah.
Are you buying anything else?
We'll
Do you
move
have it?
on.
We'll move on.
Yeah, we'll move on.
Sorry, it's just you startled me when you started screaming about joining a circus.
Oh,
And
my bad.
Yes.
Bye now.
Sorry to have
Bye.
disturbed your
Thank
business.
you. Thank you. And as the 3 of you move on, walking towards, I assume, the tavern at this point, talking about the circus some more,
Yeah.
we're going to cut to a break because it's a perfect time for break time. So we're going to cut to a quick 5-minute break. And when we're back, the whole gang will be in the tavern downstairs, probably having lunch or something. I'm not sure.
Dinner.
And maybe we will skip some of the day, heading into the following day, which is Kingsley Taft's name day, which will be an exciting one. Yeah, we'll see what happens. So guys, we'll be back in 5 minutes. Bye.
Bye.
Ashriel.
The way that you say that, it almost sounds like you're calling me an asshole.
What's an asshole?
I approve.
It's Ashriel.
Passionate sounds fine.
Think of L'Oreal, but Ash at the beginning.
Maybe it's because you're worth it.
Well, I am.
I'm sorry.
Ashriel, I believe
Yes.
the gnolls and the villagers can cook.
Yep.
Then I'm going to try to hit the guy on top of it with
Go for it.
another Eldritch Blast. Don't kill me now.
Come on.
We can
I
do
believe.
it. Believe in the
Can do
blast.
it.
Believe in the blast. Hey, that's a bit better.
we
As
go.
yeah, the blast hits him square in the chest, and he like reels back a bit. And yeah, he seems to realize that hitting you just made you angry.
Big,
Yeah,
big
perfect.
blue
Is that the
angry
end of your
Vidalcan. Yeah, that's it. And before I stand up, Melody is clearly humming in herself like, woodworking, let's get calm my nerves, let's make not a misery, nobody gets hurt. oh wait, I'm coming.
Nature, yes.
It has a magical nature of it, yes.
Oh wait, let me just cat, shut up. There we go.
Also, do you have some animals rocking around here?
Yes, my cat, Mittens. It's just over there. It's playing with his favorite toy.
Oh, bless you, cat.
He's lovely. Oh, he answered.
It's a very responsive cat.
Yes, tell me about it. But yes, follow me to the arcade section. Like I said, there's a limited Mittens. Come along then, and he leads you to the arcade library. In this public library, there is only a small section because.
I will dip in the jar and just put it down for him to eat from.
Yeah, he starts eating it. Erhard, can you roll me 2d6, please?
Me? Sure.
Yep.
What have you done?
The frog dies.
Whoops.
Oh my god.
Okay, guys, don't eat it. Whoops. I liked it.
We got a performance.
Hearing that his brother had got him a gift, such a cool, excellent gift, his heart stops and he just vanishes.
Are Judge gonna whip the weapon in his hands, blow the smoke? And I want to know this. I saved Christmas. Santa owes me a big reward for this.
You saved Christmas.
I did.
And as you're all stood,
And we can kill him forever. If we can
And you have
plan
the
this
stone
right.
tablet.
Was
Yeah.
that
And I
before
have
and
the
after
stone-
you already took his side, or what was it?
You
When
can-
did you
Don Ross,
decide to be like,
Don
you know
Ross.
what? You know what?
Wait,
maybe
wait, Don
maybe
Ross,
Don
Octavius
Ross,
has a
calm.
plan here. You
No,
was on his side before he walked
you-
over to you and started talking to you. You
Okay,
already
Don
bowed
Ross.
out. You already bowed out to him before.
No,
Octavius said it.
this is
watched
what
it. I
your
was
child
looking from
brain
the back.
takes over your little peanut brain. Don Ross, listen to me, right? You've been on this earth longer than me, but you don't understand shit. Listen, you need to listen. You need to figure out what the hell is going on before you draw your conclusions or your bow, okay?
There is
So
a
that's what
conclusion.
we're doing.
That dude's the
That's
cause
what
of
we're
the bad
doing.
shit that's happening to these people, and we just let them walk
are
out
not the
free
cause
just
of
to
this.
continue to do bad shit.
Don
ones that are here. So for now, we end combat.
Wait, what?
Swarm is also dead.
What about the swarm?
It's a
Oh.
swarm.
Wait there. Oh, I
Good
just
job,
got rid of them all. No! Wait, can I bring them back? Oh, I completely forgot about the swarm. Okay, I think next up was
Me.
Yes, it was Alfred. Alfred, yeah, you're up. I completely forgot about the swarm.
Sorry.
Santa, let me please shoot Santa.
Did you see Santa?
Sick.
Ho ho ho! That is where the curtains close.
Melody is
And the
just drooling.
ends.
Melody is drooling, guys.
And that is the end of the session, guys. It went on way later than it was meant to. I'm really sorry, but I wanted to finish that up. So yeah, Thank you very much for sticking around. That was fun. Chat.
John, I'm over this. We're dire wolfing this shit.
Okay.
And I still have movement, right?
Yeah.
Okay. There.
Let me. Do you want me to drag it in for you?
Yeah. I'll put myself away. But or do I need to stay there so I can see?
Rawr. There you go.
Yeah, I'll have to put it on top, maybe like that.
You
Because
should be
I
able to
can't.
see with the direwolf, no?
No. Hang on.
Let me. Bud and Dud's Christmas edition song comes across the radio.
Or that's
Clap your hands, y'all! Clap your hands, y'all! It's Bud and Dud! We're here to stay! Yeah! Oh! Make the music slay! Yeah! Oh! Oh! Yeah! Bud and Dud!
Jingle those bells! Jingle those bells!
Woo!
Oh, I'm so honestly, this is just Lan speaking. I'm so nervous. I've been fucking nervous all week for this. Why? For fuck's sake!
As you cast the spell, it burns. It burns before you. The scroll
Sorry, what was
burns,
that?
The scroll burns before you in a blue flame and dissipates.
Somebody clip that.
Up the carpets!
Sure, as there are people eating in the cafeteria, and you just start pulling all the carpets up, and they're like, wow, 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 wow. As like you just start pulling them, and they're like falling over, and food's going everywhere.
Wow, 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 wow! I like that! I'm gonna write that in my new song!
Oh, okay.
Maybe you can come as a guest.
Ross?
Yes, when you need, babe.
Have you seen socks? I can find them anywhere.
Oh my god, if you gave me some Starbucks, maybe I'll tell you what size is.
Well, what's a Starbucks?
Oh my god, you don't know what Starbucks is? This girl's from Wacky Town. Oh my god, like, and listen, Starbucks is like the best thing ever created. Like, oh my god, back in my tribe, we had so much Starbucks. Starbucks every fucking day. So tell me, listen, lady, just listen. If you give me some Starbucks, you know where the towns are. Just give me some Starbucks, and I will give you socks.
What do you mean you'll give me socks, Don Ross? What are you on about?
Listen, I might know where Socks is, but because me and Socks were having my last cup of Starbucks, oh my god, and let me tell you something, if you just give me
You just give me some Starbucks, some more. I will give you socks.
You can go this one here. Yeah, that'll be fine. Because if you go
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25... Yeah, that's actually just bang on.
Yeah. All right. I'll move there.
Okay,
And I'll
yeah.
just, I don't know, check the surroundings or like just, I'm aware of something more.
Yeah, you can hear more and more stuff coming from this way.
Good. I guess.
At the end of that, Melody.
Yes.
From your brother, Santa.
From your beautiful, handsome brother, Santa! You ugly fucker! And you don't fire one!
Hello. Welcome back. Tell us what snacks you got. Tell us what drinks you've got. I'm drinking strawberry water, as what I normally do. I saw someone getting a Magnum or something a minute ago. Yeah, Zeb.
It's like a knockoff Magnum, yeah.
Ah, very nice. What have you got? Iced tea?
You will try it when you're here.
Ugh, I hate iced tea, but sure.
No.
An
No,
iced tea.
apparently I don't. Okay. Is that a Desperados?
It looks
Oh,
like
cool.
the
Yeah,
Virgin Desperados.
But yes, we have got a load of drinks and a load of snacks. What have you guys got? Amma, what have you got? We always love to hear what you have because it's wacky normally, and you're the wacky snack guy. But it's
Rum and
great.
Yeah,
Love it.
and I have to admit, like since the
Rum and Coke?
it's the 29th, so Amma, you are holding the title for weirdest snack of the month for just 2 more days, and in May we have a new round
wrecked.
in
Woo!
the weirdest snack of the month.
Yeah, but rum and Coke is a regular thing. You know, it's I say regular. It's a very nice drink. I like rum and Coke. It's good.
You are a very regular person.
Thank you. Is that been in the freezer?
No,
No, it's
it might be a bit dirty.
You don't know. You don't know
Little
what
bit.
happened to it. We were once looking for a rolling pin and we couldn't find it.
It looked, because obviously now that you've said that, there's like flour on the outside, right?
Yeah, it's
but
flour.
it kind of makes it look like it's been frosted. You know, you could have just said yes.
Oh, I thought that was the pattern.
No,
Yeah.
it's actually
Pattern.
flour.
Oh,
Nice.
Perfect.
Fair enough.
Nice.
Fair enough. So while we were in the break, we had a little discussion, and we are going to skip over the evening as a few of the party do a few things. For example, Maeve is going to spend a good 3 hours of the evening preparing some of the rowan berries for her herbalist kit so that she can make an antitoxin at some point. Arcturus is going to be putting everyone's weapons into his necklace, as well as the poison vial. We also have Maeve has detached her amber stone from the staff and is adorning it like a necklace, has found some sort of twine and stuff to put round her neck and has fixed it into that necklace-like pattern. We have Andros, who has spoken to the Silver Strings and has had his weapons taken from him, and Plucky and the gang are going to attempt to smuggle them in. And I think that was... Am I missed anything?
I bought cosmetics.
Yes, you bought some makeup, some like crushed beetle stuff, and some fantasy-related makeup stuff, charcoals, crushed like beetle stuff, and that powder and that sort of thing, for makeup the following day. And the party return to their room. They all have a wonderful evening's rest. Arcturus, do you stay in your necklace when you take all the weapons, or...?
Well, it's pretty comfortable. Yes, I think so, yeah.
Sure. So you take the weapons in and then stay in there, while the rest of you have a good night's sleep. All of your outfits are returned to you by Galoin and the guards, and they're all hung up in the room, ready for you to try on. The only ones that isn't there is Shion's, because Shion has her own dress. So that is the only one not currently on display. As you all awake from your slumber, and let me put some different music on, because I realized the daytime had the nighttime music on. We'll do this one. Nope, wrong one. This will do. As you all awake on the glorious day that is Kingsley Taft's name day, you all awake from a rather good night's sleep. Well rested, I would say, as you didn't do anything too strenuous the day before, apart from walking, talking, and, you know, buying some some items and artifacts. As you all get up, and you can hear the hustle and bustle of the city. I will say you had a bit of a lay-in. It's probably around 9 a.m. You've got a few hours before you need to head towards the ball. You know it to be around about 2 p.m. as arrivals, and it will go on into late evening. So, is there anything you want to do before we head towards the ball?
Maeve, darling,
Mm-hmm.
you said you wanted to have some makeup on?
Yes.
Because I bought some yesterday.
You bought some?
Yes.
Wait,
So-
how much was it?
It was nothing, darling. It was just a trifle. And I sort of grabbed
Okay.
my crushed beetles and charcoal and whatever, and I assume we washed up earlier and like... Okay, do you want to learn this yourself, or do you just want me to do it for now?
No, you can, yeah, I want to learn.
Okay, so I just teach her like the basics of like, oh, this is I don't know. I don't suppose I'll use like bronzing powder because I'm already tan as balls, but you know, just medieval fantasy concealer, and I charcoal on your eyes and all that kind of stuff. And I don't know. I guess we'll. I mean, it's kind of fun. We're just having
Okay.
fun.
And how long do you think this would take?
Oh,
You
well,
doing my hair too?
Sure. Oh yeah, I guess we'll be busy for like at least
Multiple
2 hours.
hours go by.
Yeah, multiple hours. Yeah, getting
I'm
ready.
reckon,
You know,
like the-
How bad do I look?
scraping the dirt out from under the nails and braiding Maeve's hair.
Yeah,
and
it's not how bad Maeve looks. It's just that it's a whole new experience that Maeve is undergoing. And it's not just a get it done and then you're ready. You're trying to learn. So you're asking questions as the process goes on. And I imagine as Shion's like, close an eye as she's doing some like eyeshadow or whatever. You're like, why?
Crying.
Why are we doing this? It's in my eye. Yeah. Whatever makeup stuffs is. But yeah, you guys
Makeup
do that.
tutorial.
Yeah, you guys do that. I would say it probably takes you till about midday. And that is you two done with dresses on, ready by about 1 o'clock-ish. You got about an hour. The boys, what are the three of you doing?
Andros is like fitting up his suit, as he's never really worn this type of thing before in his life. So he's like kind of pull his arm through it, and he's like kind of struggling a little bit, you know. He's just kind of like, why do people wear such things like this? I feel like I can't even really stretch my shoulders with this. It's kind of feels very weird. Is this how that usually feels, Arcturus? Like, is this something people wear a lot, or?
Oh yes, it is the normal attire, the proper attire for a ball, actually.
Proper attire? You mean people wear this constantly?
You're not going into a fight, you're going into a social environment.
A social? Yeah, that reminds me. Arcturus, let's say someone asks me, like, I don't know, tries to start a conversation with me. I mean, what do, like, how does people, like, have, like, a normal civilized conversation? Like, what is, like, the norm
civilized
here?
conversation, you would just answer the question.
Be nice.
So I just be honest and...
Oh, you don't have to be exactly honest. You can tell them, like, 10% of the information that's true and, like, 90% is a lie. But
Do we hear all this while
make
we're
it a
doing our
lie.
makeup?
Don't make it sound like a lie.
And
Right.
don't lie as much as you usually do.
Darling, the only thing you need to know is just never play all your cards at once. Just
play, like, gambling.
yeah, well, if you want to gamble, go right ahead. Just don't gamble
Oh.
any valuable information.
And
Also,
try to be nice. Like,
Arcturus-
don't get into people's faces too much.
right. Do you guys think I belong in a tux like this, though? Do you guys think I belong in a suit?
You look
I-
fabulous.
Thanks for the honesty.
You look
God.
fine.
Thanks, Maeve.
You
I
could
say
look that
as
way.
my eyelashes keep sticking to each other and like,
Great. Arcturus, is there any way like maybe I could just sit outside, watch from the maybe I can sit by a window and watch inside from the window, you know?
No, you're going
maybe What if I look weird? I'm gonna look like a standout. I'm gonna look weird amongst these people.
we're
At
all gonna
least-
look weird.
in. Andros, at least there has ever been another Loxodon around. I'm the freaking only Vidalcan that's only been in this world.
Right, that's true.
I'm gonna be there as well.
And
Right.
Andros,
Yes, Galoin?
try and just have some fun, you know? You might never get to go to a ball ever again.
Fun?
If you
people
go
think
back
these are-
home, you know, they do drinks and foods and they play music and dance. Maybe just enjoy it. Look, Andros, come here. And
Okay.
he pulls out a pair of silver cufflinks, and he puts them through your shirt. And when you look at them, you can see that they have a G, the letter G on them. And he puts them on yours. He says, they're mine, and I realized you didn't have any. So you wear them, and then what you can do, you know, is you can look fabulous, because you look great.
Thanks, Galoin. You're
Just have fun, and I don't know, maybe dance with that girl that you like.
that girl that I like. Right. I think she's too busy tonight. Honestly, I don't even know how to dance. And let's just say like, I don't know. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't dance. I think I would embarrass myself.
Galoin,
You'll be fine.
Galoin, can I have a look at these? These. While
What,
you're
the cufflinks?
Yes.
Yeah, of course you can. There you go.
Let me infuse them if you allow me, Galoin.
Sure.
With a bit of extra luck. I
For luck?
hold my arm, my hand, and then you see the lights shining from it. And Andros, it is now, see it as a positive thingy. You got more luck on this. You got this.
Oh. Thank you? Luck? Like, is it like a lucky charm kind of thing?
Just to make you feel more comfortable. And it helps
Oh.
you in dancing.
Helps me at dancing? Wait, you guys are expecting me to dance? In the
Oh.
first place?
Andros, just go and dance. Everyone else will be. Hardy's, look at him. His foot's already tapping.
Right.
Actually, it is.
Anywho. Yeah.
Speaking of fabulous, I will also put on the
Mm-hmm.
clothes.
Yep.
Really enjoying actually not wearing patchwork and actually looking like a decent person for once, which he never did, but he obviously saw everyone else looking like they had clothes that someone else made and made in one piece. Yeah, really enjoying that.
Yeah, and as you all
Wow.
begin to adorn your outfits and get ready for the ball with makeups, brushing your hair, shining your head, maybe, making sure that your spectacles are on properly, putting your jewelry on your tusk, and doing a few other things as you're all getting ready, there is a knock at your door. It's around about 12 p.m.
I'll go open it.
And as you open it, Andros, hey.
Hey!
We need to go.
Oh, we do?
Yeah, we have to go earlier because we have to set up, you see?
Can I
get
just-
instruments and stuff.
Yeah, can I just say one word before I leave?
For me?
Like, no, to my friends.
Oh, yeah, of course. But
Yeah.
we're downstairs. Come down in a
Gotcha.
minute.
Yeah, right there. And you'll shut the door real quick. You'll
Bye.
Turn around.
No.
Yeah, you'll turn around.
You
to
see
his friend.
him. You see him like go to wave at Shion as you just close the door. He's just like.
I sort of wave back.
Guys. So if I just know, I'm very thankful for you guys, and that you know, be safe, please, everybody. And if you guys need to talk to me, just walk up to me. I'll be there alone, standing.
Super quick question.
Relax,
Whilst
darling.
we're
It's
all
just
here.
a ball. What could happen?
Right.
Everything.
On that note, we're not lying about who we are, right? People
No.
know who we are. Okay, no, that's
course
Course
not.
No, we're
not.
just a mercenary band and we are
Yeah.
so expensive that and of Yusuf Featherstone, a man of his stature could only afford the best, which is
Right.
us.
The
I
Iron
agree with that.
Vortex.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right, guys.
we're the
Well,
Iron Vortex. Okay.
I'll see you guys at the ball. Maeve, you look absolutely stunning. Good job. Good job, Shion. You look stunning too.
You did it.
Cool. Bye, guys. And he's gonna just kind of rush out the door.
Remember, Andros, have fun.
Thank you, Galon.
Think about your luck.
As he cleaned his tusks, I'm sure his grandmother will be so angry.
His grandmother would have drilled into him. Yeah. And Andros, yeah, you head downstairs. And you see a load of instruments and cases. Serge is carrying some of them. And Plucky, Nishara, and Savras are all in their outfits, ready to go. Looking fabulous, may I add. All in silver and black, with their silver strings logo on they're embroidered on the front of their outfits. And you accompany them, and Serge, yeah, those there, mate.
Hey, everybody. Yeah, I'll pick those up. You all look good, by the way.
Hey, you don't.
The ladies, you all look fabulous.
Don't look too bad yourself, friend.
Thank you. I do appreciate.
Nice
appreciate that.
tusk ornament.
Thanks. It's yeah.
Right, let's go. We don't want to be late.
Yep. And you'll pick up the stuff he's carrying.
Yep.
And
yeah, the five of you
Five of us.
walk out of the tavern and start heading towards the Alabaster Castle. As you do, you are greeted at the gates, which is this huge 25-foot high, 40-foot wide gate, which is like crossed, so it's you can see through it. There's like tiny holes through the whole thing, and as you approach, a side door opens as the guards recognize who you are and let you in. You walk on in to a huge big open garden space with walkways, and as you do, you see before you this gigantic white structure, which is like a castle in amongst the castle walls, with various spires sticking up and towers coming from it. And as you start to approach, you see a set of steps that go up to a small balcony out the front, where you see 4 alabaster guards, and this is the first time you've properly got to take a look at them. And you can see that all of their outfits are completely white, and around the shoulder pads are like, it looks like feathers, and around the helmet is like feathers. And you can see loads of patterns of owls like throughout their uniform, and they are stood to attention waiting. And as you step up onto this foyer, the guards open the doors for you, and as you walk in, you see this immaculate looking grand hallway with chandeliers hanging from the ceilings. You can see tables, rows and rows of tables, all laid out with cutlery, plates, crystal glassware, the lot all throughout. And you can see people running back and forth, setting things up. What you do notice is that there are another 7 people already here, all look to be with musical instruments, and various other bard-related attire, as they are all stood around in this hallway. And you see one of the Alabaster Knights come up to them and direct them towards a back room to place their instruments until they're ready, which you are led to as well. And it is very daunting. This room is big. This place is expensive as hell, and you can see that there's going to be a lot of people coming to this event.
Yeah. Andros is visibly like, he's never been in this type of building before. Like, this is new to him. So he's a little shaky. Like, you know, I think the silver strings and anyone probably taking a look at him, you can probably tell he's very, very fucking nervous. Like, he's just...
While walking, Savras definitely, like, mouths something to you, like, it's okay. Like trying to calm you down. And you do see Plucky look back at you, and he just smirks. He's like, come on. As he, like, walks on off with you right near him. And yeah, you guys go off into this back room where you see the various musicians. You see 2 air genasi, look to be very similar in physique and in facial structures, as they appear to be brothers. and you see 2 air genassis with loops, and all of their clothing and all of that looks like clouds and wind and the sky. You also see 3 elven people who all have pipes, and each of them has like a different one. Like one has wooden pipes, one has brass pipes, and the third one has... Let me grab my note. Find it in just a second. Where is it? They have bagpipes. The final one has bagpipes. And then finally, you also see a human woman with dark brown hair, kind of shoulder length. She is wearing a very tight-fitting purple dress. She's got quite a slim physique. And she has what looks to be like a big green flower pinned to the dress. And she doesn't have any instrument. And they're all kind of just sat in this like waiting room. And the guards bring over some drinks for everyone, non-alcoholic, purely like waters and orange juices, that sort of thing for now. And you were told you have an hour's wait until you'll be called up. Sandra's shaky glass again. The rest of you, while this is all happening, an hour passes of you kind of just waiting, gets to about 1 p.m. And as it does, another knock at the door.
Sure, I'll open it.
And as you open it, Shion, you see Yusuf there. And he has his hair tied back into a bun. And it's like slicked back, tied back into a bun. He is wearing a green and golden waistcoat with an off-white shirt with green buttons going down it. You can also see that he is wearing like brown tight-fitting trousers with brown shoes with flecks of green and gold on them. And he is just stood there, and he smiles at you all. Well, I believe we should probably be getting going. We don't want to be too late.
Is fashionably late not a thing here?
It would be in most cases, yes, but when Taft's concerned, I would rather be there on time.
That's fair, I suppose.
Especially with mine and his reputation. Are you all ready? By the way, you're looking stunning, Shion.
Thank you, darling. And also take a look at Maeve. I think
He pops in.
I think we did a good job there.
I almost didn't recognize her. Maeve, you look...
Good thing?
Yes, you look fantastic. What? Yes, you. Arcturus. Well, I'm so used to seeing you splattered in blood or scrapped up armor. It's a change to see you all looking so fabulous.
We have a different side, so once in a day.
Well, glad I'm the one to accompany you. They have asked me for your introduction. Do you wish me to state each name, or do you have a group name now?
We do have a group name.
You do?
Yes. What do you think it is? Okay, it's gonna take too long. The Iron Vortex.
Right, I was going to guess apples because of the cart, but sure, Iron Vortex works. Yes, perfect. I'll inform them. I'll be downstairs. If you could come down in the next 5 or so minutes, we'll be on our way.
Okay.
Yeah, and he goes down, and yeah.
Hello, guys.
John, I'm getting nervous.
Everyone remember our plan?
This is it.
Not get killed?
No.
And not
Don't
expose
get
ourselves.
in trouble.
Not getting in trouble and get all the information you get.
Well, a
And
ball isn't
all get
bullet,
home
bullet.
together. Who has the room key?
I have. And Galoin.
I was gonna say Galoin, but
Galoin has
Galoin has
one.
a spare one.
I have the spare one, yeah,
Right.
because you lot weren't here when I came back that time.
Right, okay.
are you sure you're going to be alright, Galoin, darling?
I'll be fine. I'm going to the spa.
Oh,
And you should.
Well, Galoin.
Yes.
Have you had any
should be
chance
quiet.
to talk to Harriet?
I did. I mentioned that that we would like to talk to her, but she did seem a little preoccupied. But she's aware that you want to speak to her.
Okay.
Okay.
Goloin,
Right.
what kind of package do you have at the spa?
Oh well, you see, because it's Taft's naming day, they only have the public ones open. But if everyone's at the ball, might be empty.
Like a private one. Big
Oh.
private.
And it'd be
one.
really big, right? Because it's bigger than the others.
Yeah.
So yeah, one pool to myself.
Just to be sure, it's 5 gold.
Oh,
Get a massage,
Oh,
and if
I
they
will. Thank you.
and if they don't do massages, get yourself a great meal.
Might do both.
I will also slip him 20 silver. Just have
Thank you.
have a good one.
Yeah, I'm gonna really chill out. I might even treat myself to a few beers tonight.
See
We'll
you
see
You
you
should.
after.
It is Staff's name's day after all.
Also,
It is.
Galoin, have you seen Socks? With his bow tie on?
He's got a bow tie. He looks
Yes.
great.
Doesn't he just?
He looks
So
yeah.
dapper.
Have you figured out how you're gonna get him in?
He's part of the crew.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. Well, if for whatever reason they don't let him in,
Mm-hmm.
tell someone to come get me, and I'll come get him.
Tell someone to go get you at the spa. Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I will just I don't know. As we walk out, I guess just turn around to Galoin and just tell him just be careful.
I'll be fine.
Not everyone's safe around here.
I think all the scary people are going to be where you are, to be honest, Erhard. Let's be honest, if you're going to invite a load of people inside your castle, aren't all your guards going to be in the castle?
That might be true.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Have fun. You all look great.
Oh, you.
Someone keep an eye on
Oh, no.
Andros.
We'll try.
Thanks.
I'm staying far away.
Goodbye.
Okay. Bye. And he shuts the door as you all leave. And as you go downstairs, the same happens for you. Yusuf is waiting there. He opens the door for you all to exit, and as you walk on out, you start heading towards the castle. And you see this large gate, all crossed over with the beams, like heavily barred. And you are taken to a side entrance as Yusuf introduced himself and introduced you all to the guards. They lead you in, and you see this big lawn and the pathways all going around it. The big white alabaster castle with the towers and the spires coming off of it. And as you come up these steps to this little foyer, like balcony-like area, the guards open the doors, and as you walk in, you see that there are already a few people in here. Crowds have begun to gather within, and as you walk in, let me switch over to this one. You hear, please welcome Yusuf Featherstone, ex-adventurer and master swordsman of the West, accompanied by none other than the Iron Vortex, saviors of the Ironwood, Karas, and Ashendale in recent weeks. And there are some claps from the crowds ahead of you, and already in here are probably about 30-40 different people just stood in amongst around here in this like big open area. And you guys begin to walk down the steps, and you can see a few people whispering, and you can like see some people chatting amongst themselves as you step down. And shortly after you step in, the doors behind you open, and you mingle with the crowd off to one side. And Yusuf says, I would for now, just remain standing and wait until they ask you to be seated.
Yusuf, darling, one small question which only occurs to me now. Should we not have brought Mr. Taff a birthday present?
I have already seen to it, as you are part of my guests. I have footed the bill, yes. He demands a minimum of 100 gold's worth of gifts.
And why does that not surprise me?
Terrible man. Oh, look.
And as he says, oh, look, you see the doors open, and you hear this gentleman. You see a half-orc gentleman in a purple jacket with a green waistcoat and a yellow t-shirt. It is like the brightest thing. You're like, what the hell? Like, it's so bright. And he's there, and he's got like a short beard with a top hat, a purple top hat with a green band and a yellow band around it. And he says, on behalf of King Julius Ackleton, Javier Kitestone, champion of Craddock, slayer of dragons, the Black Knight of Veritas, accompanied by the Flames of the East, Estelle the Brimfire, the most beautiful woman and talented actress this side of the jagged peaks. And as he says that, the two walk in, and the claps definitely get louder at this point. Like, people are going a little crazy that these two people have walked in, and there's even one guy that's just like, woo! No, okay. And like, he just like immediately gets like shut down as he gets a little too excited. And the two of them walk in hand in hand, and he is standing very tall and proud as you see him wearing. You see he's a 6'2" human man with jet black slicked hair, and is currently wearing what looks to be like some sort of ceremonial full plate black armor with golden trim, and in the center of the chest plate you can see the dragon head, which is the crest of Craddock and King Julius Ackleton. And yeah, you see him walk in, and then you see beside him Estelle Brimfire, who is a short 5'4" fire genasi that wears a short, fiery, flowing hair, no longer than the shoulder length, with charcoal-like skin, with light cracks in with fiery amber spilling out from it. She is wearing a low-cut, strapless ball gown that goes in tight at the waist and fills out at the bottom. It's like a sleek black dress with various gold flecks throughout. She also wears elbow-high silk black gloves with golden trim, and a golden set of high-heeled shoes with a black bow on them. All of her jewelry is golden, and she appears to be wearing a golden eyeshadow as well as she walks in. And these two walk in. They then join the amalgamation of people waiting for people to be introduced as they come in. You also then hear, next up, we have the White Wolf of Arkenvale, Sigbert von Hildesmith, an ex-military commander, candidate to the voice of Arkenvale, and a true friend to the Taff family name. And you see, and he says Anko, as some other people walk in with him, as Sigbert walks in wearing a white and gold ceremonial armor, with his hair, shoulder length white hair, pushed all the way back, and goatee beard that's going on. And he walks in. You do notice he has a longsword beside him, as do all three of his accomplices that walk in with him as well. And you can see these people. You see a blue tiefling man looking to be in his later years, who's about 6'2", wearing also a white suit of ceremonial armor, bearing the same crest as Sigbert. And then you see a red-skinned tiefling man, older in his years as well, wearing a golden suit, who's about 6'3", and finally a half-orc man who's 6'5", wearing a red suit with an off-the-shoulder mantle, which is a golden and red in color. As all of them walk in, looking very pompous, looking very pleased with themselves, they walk in and mingle with the crowd as well. And as this goes on, a few more names are heard. There is an introduction to Henry Weston, there's an introduction to Gorelia Goldstein, as well as the latter one is to Gustavo Mariette. As he says, if you are from the north, you'll know the name Gustavo Mariette, tavern, inn, and hotel entrepreneur, accompanied by his lovely wife, Talana Mariette, as the pair walk in. And this guy's a much larger, rotund gentleman, wearing a red, gold, and black suit with a little mantle cape, and some black trousers and shoes with a golden tip. And she is wearing a tight-fitting, very slender woman, quite tall. She's wearing a tight-fitting green dress as she walks in with her hair curled up into like a bob. And then finally, the last person to enter, because everyone else has kind of arrived, you hear the beauty of Elenasta, Nastasia Jador and her husband Yarish, both hailing from New Haven. As the pair come in and you see two very pretty, very elegant looking elven man and woman, both blonde, as they both enter, not holding hands, but they walk in, step down the steps, and join everyone. When you hear the half-orc gentleman shout out, "You have all been allocated seats around these tables. Please find your seat and take a seat before Kingsley will come out to celebrate." And all of you begin amalgamating to your different chairs, and I think I can take you to a map. I hope it works. I had someone go, ooh. So, as you look around and take your seats, you guys are up here in case you hadn't noticed. Ondros, you also take seats because you are invited to the meal, but you're down here, the other side of the ballroom. You begin to sit down, and all of you are sat around, and drinks are being brought out. Bottles of wine, champagne, beers, ciders, whatever is requested is gotten for you. And as you go around, you see the half-orc gentleman step out into the open area, and the two air genassis step behind him, and he says, "And now, before Kingsley addresses you all, we will have a performance from none other than the magical breeze." And as he says that, he steps away, and the two genassis begin to play on their lutes, and they play very elegantly, and it is very very uplifting, and it is a very enjoyable tune for all to hear. But this does give you a minute to now discuss amongst yourselves as you lot are sat around a table. There is a nameplate next to your seat, Arcturus, but no one is sat in it.
So it seems like being friends with the host surely gives you some benefits. Did you see those swords?
It was quite obvious, yes.
Can I make a... Can I look around?
I read the tag.
You read the tag? It says Alonzo Mortimer.
So apparently, this seat next to me is Alonso Mortimer.
Well, we all know he's indisposed.
As we've heard.
Well, wait, no, he isn't. No, he went to check.
He's looking for...
His staff member said he would be a few days. He would take a few days, so I do not assume he'll be coming. And if he will
Right,
be...
I thought you meant he was, disposed. I thought you meant something else.
No, he's just busy.
He is just busy, and God forbid if he does come, who knows what might happen.
We'll better be on our guard, but hey, enjoy the party.
Ondros, you wanted to make a perception check to look around?
Yes, I'm looking for my group. Honestly, mostly I'm looking for the group, especially like Maeve. I'm trying to find my friends in the crowd. I'm also just looking around to see if anyone's like, I don't know, like they're looking towards them or they're looking towards my table. Like any wanderers like that.
Roll me a perception check.
Great. Hopefully not a 1.
As you begin looking around, you notice two of the people that were introduced earlier when you were in the crowd. Nastasia and Yarish are sat literally the table right next to you. That is these two here. You look behind you and see Javier and Estelle directly behind you. And then you also spot Henry Weston, who gives you a nod as you look in his direction, who is sat over here with Gorelia, her husband, and his daughter. But as you're looking around from this spot, 13? Nope, that's all you get.
I don't see Maeve. I don't see no one else. I'm just
You don't spot them from where you're sat. No.
Andros, or I kind of sink in my chair a little bit as I'm like I'm hoping they're here, and I'm really like I know they're here, but it makes me a little nervous. I can't see them, and
Hey, Andros. What's up?
I don't see my friends here.
Oh. Well, I'll be able to spot Shion from a mile away.
And he starts looking around.
Okay.
I'll make him make a check. Why not?
Thank God.
They're there.
And I'll look where he's pointing.
Yeah, and it's right the other side of the room.
Okay, I see all of them.
Yes, from where you
Okay.
are, you probably can't really see Maeve.
Okay.
Because Arcturus and Erhard are sat with their backs to you, and they kind of block where Maeve is. But you
Yeah.
can just about see Shion to the side where the empty chair is.
Right.
But yeah, as you look down, you see them. And you would also recognize that Sigba is the table to the south of them as well.
Sigbert. Okay.
And that's
Yeah.
that one there.
Okay. I'll turn back to Plucky. Thank you. I do appreciate that. a
Hey, no
lot.
problem. Hey,
Yeah.
I feel like you'll need a bit of courage, no?
Courage? Courage for what?
Pass me your drink.
Okay. Andros will slide over.
Takes
his
your drink. He slides out a little hip flask, puts a few drops in there, and gives you it.
That'll perk you up, friend.
But okay, and I'll take a drink.
Yeah, you take a drink, and immediately your mouth is like, oh, what was that?
Oh, what the
As some
hell?
strong liquor hits the back of your throat.
Like, hey, come on, they'll be onto us. You can't tell them this. Come on, man.
I'm sorry, my bad. Oh man, what was that?
Just some hard liquor, you know. I
Hard
always
liquor?
bring for occasions.
What? Okay, sure. By the way, like, when are we up to do this performance?
Oh, it'll be just after the meal. You've got plenty of time. You're not performing, by the way.
Yeah, of course. I'd hope not.
You can actually just sit here if you want to. Don't even
Sit
have
here.
to get up.
Okay. Cool. I honestly would like to at some point attempt to dance. I've never really danced before.
Oh,
and,
you'll be fine.
Right. I would, maybe towards, in the middle, dance and, just have a good time.
Well, usually what happens is they move the central tables out of the way, and then the central
Okay.
strip becomes a place to dance. So when they do that, you'll know that you are able to. We may be playing for some of it, so we will be unable. I could guide you myself, but I may be a little bit indisposed. But I'm sure the lady behind you with fiery hair could teach you a thing or two. No, come on.
I'll turn around and look towards the fiery-haired lady.
Yeah, and she is paying no mind to your table.
And he's like, that's Estelle Brimfire. Oh, man. Look at
But do
her.
you not see the person across from her? They came in the gap.
They say that he slayed the dragon on his own. Bullshit.
Right. Okay, cool. But do you think I have a chance to even dance with her? She'll look at me like I'm the craziest
Why not?
person alive.
Hey, look around. You're the biggest man in here. Why not?
Okay, sure. I'll
Exactly.
give it a
Now
shot.
you're thinking,
Hey, give me your
I'll
drink
do
again.
it. Yeah. Sure.
Give me your
I'll-
drink.
Okay. I'll hand
he
my
puts
drink.
some
and
more in.
I'll take another
Gives you
drink.
some more. As you and Plucky just are kind of getting hammered
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
this table. The rest of you, do all of you want to make me perception checks to see what you see around you?
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that
Yeah.
too, because
for it.
I feel pretty penned in.
Yeah. It's like cattle at the cattle market.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Well, everyone but Shion, who Shion does see Sigbert. You see Sigbert directly south of you. You also notice I would say Shion, you don't know any of them.
Do I see Plucky staring at me?
Yes, I would say yeah. You know what? The 13, that's why you didn't roll so well, because Plucky keeps looking at you and like smiling, and then you see him with a hip flask, like drops him in, he like cheerses you and then drinks. Yeah, but that you're a little distracted from Plucky being Plucky. Maeve, Arcturus, and Erhard, you all hit the DC to see around you. You can see some real exotic looking people around. To your left, the left of your table, left-hand side, you can see what looks to be like an Air Genasi woman sat across from a hobgoblin woman, who are both quite slight. They're talking amongst each other, and you can see them interlock hands every now and then. They seem to be some sort of couple. You can see a very old, dark-skinned woman, probably in her 60s, looking very fabulous, as she sat there across from a half-orc gentleman with spectacles and like a brown waistcoat and suit. And then next to them, you see a very young-looking halfling with an older-looking halfling woman, and every now and then, the younger one starts downing his drink, and you can tell that the mother halfling keeps like slapping him to like, calm down, slow down, like don't rush it. And you can see that, but next to you, the other side of you, the table is much quieter. You definitely get the sense that this table to your right, they don't know each other. This is maybe their first interaction. Maybe it's a table of different people coming from different areas. Directly south of you, you do spot Sigbert. You do see Javier, Estelle, Gorelia, and Henry Weston. And for Maeve, who got an 18, from where you are, you do see Elias Jorgenstead, the Tri-Spire head of transmutation, Archmage, is sat down here with the tiefling man that you saw in the bar. And now that you've looked around properly, you can also see around them, on the edges, is 3 Tri-Spire mages. That are just sat around them, almost some sort of guard or something. But other than that, you don't recognize anyone else, I would say. I think that's...
No Gustavo or...
Not from where you're sat, unfortunately. An 18 isn't enough, because it's right the other side. But yeah.
I think, like, I guess we're just chatting at the table and stuff, and I think I would just ask Yusuf, like, anyone you know around here? Anyone similar history that you have with Taff?
Well, to the right of us, left of us, where the halfling and half-orc and that are, the Air Genasi lady, that is Aroa Splintarrow. She's one of the council members of Arkenvale. The half-orc sat next to them is Jagod D. He is one of the councillors from Arkenvale as well. And finally, that halfling lady there is Turnip Bellwater. She's also a council member. Turnip is head of commerce. Jagod is head of border patrol and military. And Aroas there is public relations.
So it's a table of councilmen?
It is, yes, and I believe they are their partners or sons and such.
Alright.
I believe you know Sigbert. That's him and his old military friends, which were once very good and close friends with Taff, so that's why they're right at the front. There next to him, to the right, and I'll ping it there for you, this one, little one here. He says, that is Madame Huvantis. She is one of the wealthiest noblewomen in Craddock. She owns multiple wineries. It's called Huvantis Wine. It is, yes, a very popular, demanded alcoholic beverage there. Over there, and he gestures this direction. You see this one here?
Mm-hmm.
He says they are dignitaries of Doreen. They all come from the Bayrock Isles. I don't know many of them, but I do believe that one, and he gestures to the one wearing the golden turban. He says, I do believe that one's name is Samir.
Dareen, that's the closest to home I've
Yes, it is not far from Quirin, that is true. Other than that, I can't quite make out anyone else out of the way. Everyone's a little far.
All right.
And yeah, at this, meals are brought out. Meals, different meats and vegetables and all sorts is brought out for you. There is a first course that is brought out. During this, the two Air Genasi brothers go and sit down. And as they sit down, the elven, the trio of elves come on up, and you hear the half-orc step back out again as he addresses the crowd. And he says, let me just find it. Next up, the Tri-Pipes of Elenasta. And he steps to the side once more, and they begin playing with the pipes, the musical pipes, and more conversation is being had, and some time passes as, once again, you can see conversations being had throughout this ball. Yusuf says, there is, 3 courses to this meal, and then I believe the ball will be full in swing.
Doesn't Mr. Taff need to eat himself?
I believe he has probably already eaten.
What gift did you bring?
Well, being, working for and with my nephew, us being a gem store allows us to have the opportunity to bring gemstones.
Right. How are you feeling being here?
It is strange. You see where the musicians are playing as we speak?
Mm-hmm.
That is where I disarmed Taff in single-handed combat. He challenged me to a duel 15 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I was exiled and was told never to return.
'Cause you beat him?
Yes.
Take his loss.
I believe if we didn't have such a large audience then, with the people and influence that were around me, I would have most likely been executed or imprisoned. If I did not attend here, I'm sure Taff would have made things bad for me. I just wish and hope he doesn't try to declare a rematch.
That's what I was just thinking. Let's hope he's not gonna try humiliate you again.
Yes. Without blowing my own trumpet, so to speak, I think I probably could still beat him. He is old, as am I, but at least I've kept in shape.
What if he...
Yes, what if he tries to cheat? He doesn't... From what you've told me, and I whisper this because I don't want anyone to hear this, he doesn't seem like a man who values fair play.
Exactly that. He cheated last time, but I still bested him.
But if you win, what will happen then?
You
Well...
don't think he would win, would he? Look at all the guards around you.
My name isn't what it used to be. My sway in these parts is definitely not what it used to be. I just hope that he is preoccupied with other things.
Right.
I would be careful. I would be careful of that one. And he gestures to the steps where you see Kingsley Taff sat in like a throne with a glass of wine as he's just sipping it and just watching all of this go on. And you also see a red-haired woman in all white with golden trims around her cloak and around her outfit, and she is just staring intently into the crowd, and you can see her fully staring, but she is not the one that Yusuf is pointing at, as he's pointing just past her, as you see a hobgoblin with hair tied back into like a high ponytail, and he is wearing a complete red suit of armor, but with like flecks of white throughout, and like the trims are all white, and he is just standing there, and you can see this grimace on this hobgoblin's face as he is just scanning again the area, and yeah, Yusuf is pointing towards him.
Very lively bunch.
Yes, I believe he is part of the problem with the townsfolk here. I'm sure you'll hear more about it later.
Like the commander.
Head of the Alabaster Knights. He goes
Yeah,
by the
I
name
met-
of Yarok.
Oh, we were told about him.
Be careful of him.
You'll hear
So-
nothing but pleasantries from us. I can promise you that.
And as this happens, the second course goes, third course comes out as the three elven people go and sit down. Oh. And you see a human woman go and stand in the center, and she begins to sing. And she starts singing, just her on her own, just singing a lovely melody. It is kind of opera-esque. As she is singing these very high ballads, and you can see she is a human woman, 5'7", wearing a long, tight-fitting purple dress with the flower in it. And yeah, she is just singing away. And the third course comes out, and you all finish your third course with drinks. As Kingsley stands up from his seat, and he steps down a couple of steps here, and he's like, "Fabulous, fabulous, darling. Thank you very much for singing for us. Cinder, please do take a seat. Grab a drink and finish off your third course there, my dear. It is lovely to have you all here on my name day. 54 long years I have lived in this world, and I have been grateful for every single one of them. Thank you all for attending. I hope you enjoy the drinks, the foods, and the celebration of this here day. Please, guests, would you all stand for a toast as my waiters and waitresses remove the tables from the center so this dance can begin." And he raises up his wine glass, and everyone begins raising their glasses as well. And as they all raise their glass, he says, "To good health and good fortune." And he takes a big swig of his wine, as everyone else does. Yusuf doesn't. Yusuf does not raise a glass. He does not hold his hand up. And you would spot, for everyone apart from Ondros and Shion, Gorelia also refuses to raise her glass as she is stood there. You can't quite see her, Ondros, because she's kind of the same height as the table. But the rest of you, you're on the right side of it, so you can see. But she also refuses to raise a glass. As everyone raises a glass, takes a swig, and the waiters and waitresses come running on out, and they remove the table. The tables, should I say. Did that work? I think it did.
Yeah,
I think it did.
it did.
Yeah,
At
cool.
least a table
Why
in the
is that?
center. Yeah.
Wait a minute. If I do that... there we go. That worked. Okay, cool. Yeah, and as that happens, all the tables begin to shift, and all the people begin merging off towards the sides as people just start getting out of the way of all of the tables and stuff being shifted. And you can see people talking and chatting amongst themselves. As, yeah, they all, like, step to the sides, so they're all out of the way. And the silver strings are beckoned over as Savras, Plucky, Surge, and Nashara all go and step up to the front as Kingsley Taft goes back up to his throne, and they begin playing as the half-orc comes and sits down next to you. And as they begin playing, people start to waltz in to the center of the room, grabbing hands of different people, and ballroom dancing in front of you all. I'll move them there. And as this is happening, yeah, you see quite a few people go into the center, and they all begin dancing away with one another. And you guys are kind of free to mingle or chat or do whatever you want. So, what do you guys want to do? This is now your time to do whatever. You have a bit of freedom of moving about trying to speak to people. As I start moving a few people into the center to show who's dancing.
I start building up the courage, as Plucky has told me, and I will waltz right up to the flame hair lady. Do I see she has a dance partner yet, or is she still standing?
I would say, yeah, at this point, her and Javier are... I'll just move them over. They've taken a seat onto this table here, and they're just talking. There's like a few people just talking. They seem to be mingling with one another. And you go and walk on over there?
I do. I walk right on up.
Okay. Yeah, so as you do go walking on up,
Yep.
you see Javier and Estelle both turn to look at you.
Hello. The name's
Wow.
Andros.
Well, howdy there. A accident in
Hey.
these parts.
I know. Very, very weird. Nice to meet you both. I'm Andros. I've heard about the dragon you slay. I say this to the
Yeah.
to the guy, and I'm like, that's really, really cool. I'd love to hear that story someday.
You have
Yeah.
heard about my exploits.
Just the dragon thing. I'm very new to hearing things around here. I've just, joined up with my group, and I just kind of help out. The Iron Vortex. I'm technically a part of them, but the Silver Strings needed somebody to help, just carrying some stuff, and I offered them my services.
The Iron Vortex.
Yeah.
With Yusuf.
Yes, yeah. They're mostly used.
Good
yeah,
man,
my-
great man.
Great man indeed. Hey, and I'll look to Estelle.
Yep.
I'm like, hey, I can't but notice your dress. You look absolutely fabulous tonight.
Thank you.
If you wouldn't mind at some point throughout the night, if you have a free moment, if you wouldn't care to join me in a dance, I would be greatly honored to dance with someone as miraculous as yourself.
Maybe a little later, doll. I'm
Of course.
getting to know these folks, but maybe I'll swing by.
Okay, well, you know where to find me. I'm the most noticeable person around.
Yeah, and she just she puts her hand on your arm and just gently slowly caresses the arm as you look towards her very nervously and and then what do you do? Do you just stand there
After that, I will walk back to the table I was standing at. You just got rejected.
Am I
Kind
seeing
of
this
stings a little bit.
from where
The
I
first
see?
time I've ever been
where-
ejected.
You see him walk over. You don't hear anything though.
Yeah.
You just see
Obviously.
him go to them. Yeah.
And I will walk back. Actually, yeah, I'll just walk back to the table. I'll stand on this side this time, and I'll just kind of watch them singing, and as that or the dancing and stuff. And as that happens, I'll also take a glance to Cindy, who just did a miraculous singing, and I'll give her a wave and a little nod in appreciation to her singing.
Yeah,
after
but
that, I'll stand there.
she looks towards you and she nods and thanks you. As more and more people have got up to dance. Cindy gets up and starts dancing with one of the Air Genasi people that were there. A couple of the elves get up. So basically anyone in this center area is dancing. I'm just gonna get a few more people out. There we go. So yeah.
I just lean kind of into Arcturus. You wanna mingle or shall we?
Well,
I don't
let's mingle first. It would be very obvious if people were walking out and
Yeah, of course not. Just having a look.
While saying that, I look over my shoulder. I'm looking towards the dancing room, the dancing area, and I look over my left shoulder and I see sit a lady at the table left of me.
You see Turnip? The halfling lady? Or to the right?
Well, it's How do I point
You
again?
mean that table?
No,
Or
the other one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which one?
That's
that
one.
table.
That one.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you see her sat there? Yeah, you see her. She looks sad.
I notice.
Mm-hmm.
I walk over.
Yeah, you gonna introduce yourself?
Do.
Yeah, so you sit down beside her. Do you go and sit down, or do you just go and stand up? Or
I'm standing because I don't know if,
Okay.
if she appreciates the fact that I'm sitting down next to her.
Yeah. Well, as you walk on over, you do see she is wearing a simple white dress with a little pink sash around the waist, and you can also see that she's wearing white shoes with some sort of material which is pink around, kind of like a bow, but not quite. And she is wearing just plain silver jewelry, and she is just sat there kind of just watching everything. And these two gentlemen sit down. They're not talking to her. They're having their own conversation just at her table away from the dancing. But yeah, you walk on over.
Well, what does a lovely lady like you being here all by herself?
I'm Eloise Lance. What be your name?
I take my top hat off, I bow,
Mm-hmm.
I say, Arcturus' name. Well met, Eloise.
Well, Arcturus, it's a pleasure. Yeah, I was invited to the ball by Taff.
Oh, there's no fun in sitting here alone. Lady care for a dance?
I would normally accept, but I don't think Taff would like that very much.
Why so?
I think it's probably best you don't speak to me.
If you insist.
And she looks behind her at the guard stood behind her, and then looks back at you.
I'm sorry.
I'll take a bow and I say, sorry for bothering you, miss. I'll take my leave.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll join back with the others.
As you go to join back, Sigbert sits in your seat as he looks towards Shion. Well there, Shion. It's been a few days, hasn't it? By the way, may I thank you all for your aid in Arkenvale. Great work with those crooked clasps, may I add.
The pleasure is ours, darling. It has come to my attention that being a friend of the host certainly has its perks, and I sort of point toward the sword.
It certainly does, dear. Well, we get a premium stay within the castle. I can't think of anything better than that. A large master-sized bed, all for myself and whoever I please to join me within it, as well as the luxuries of being able to drink, eat, and do whatever I want here.
That sounds absolutely lovely. And I sort of give him like my sweetest smile.
He leans across the table a little bit and he says, "We might be celebrating his name day, but we're also celebrating my victory as voice of Arkenvale, because let's be honest, it's in the bag."
After you dealt with the crooked clasp, absolutely.
After we dealt with them, yes.
And I raise my cup.
He raises his, and he looks towards Maven Erhard as well. And he cheers with Erhard because he's sat next to him. And then he drinks, and he looks at Yusuf, and he says, "Sly old dog, what are you doing back in these parts? I thought you were exiled." And Yusuf just looks at him, and Yusuf's like, "Well, I'll have you know, I was invited by Taff directly. What on earth would he do that for? Look, don't fight him if he asks. You know what'll happen. It'll be worse this time for you." Yusuf just smiles and nods and doesn't say another word, as Sigbert says, "Oh, well, I best be, seeing what my friends are up to. Shion, it was a pleasure. If you fancy a dance later, darling, by all means."
I will take you up on that offer.
And yeah, he stands up and he goes and sits on the table with his chums over here. This guy's just over here. And yeah, Arcturus, you then sit back down in your chair. Yeah, so while this is all going on, Maeve, Hard, is there anything you guys wanted to do?
Well, for me, I guess I would just watch Arcturus.
Yeah.
And I guess wait for him to come back. And as he comes back, just ask him who's that?
Oh, I whisper this to the rest. Got first piece of information here, guys. Don't instantly look, but the lady on the right at the table. He advised me not to talk to her, because probably Taff would not like it. Guards were like keeping an eye out on her. Might be useful.
What's her name?
Louise.
And I just say, yeah, that definitely is a first clue.
Well, it's not like something we can use, but it's like can be an asset.
It's a name we've heard before.
And other than that, we won't.
Maeve, anything you want to do?
Maeve, darling, let's mingle.
I was just gonna suggest that.
Okay, so you two begin to mingle. Arcturus and Erhard, are you staying seated or are you going to go mingle as well?
I think I would be curious to maybe check out somewhere more of the left side tables.
Yeah.
Like either that or the other one. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just point it out to Arcturus if he would like to join me to come over, or if he just wants to stay.
Everything in check, I'll join with Heart, but I'll give the ladies a wink and have fun, ladies.
Ondros, what are you doing? Are you mingling as well, or are you just going to be chatting to the people on the table?
I am going to... I'm actually going to move closer to like... Oh, I'm going to try to stand about right here. Just awkwardly.
Okay.
Just awkwardly moving. And then as I move there, I'm actually going to look and try to see if I can find like the others. See if they've been moving around or anything. Like Maeve and them, but passively be looking for them. Like just as I'm moving, make my way through the crowd.
While this is happening, and just before we wrap up, why doesn't everyone roll me a perception check, please?
Oh my.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Well, let's go from the bottom to the top. Arcturus, can you please roll me a 1d60? So /R space 1d60.
/R?
/R.
Yeah.
Space 1d60. 42. As you are beginning to mingle and you start to hear conversations brewing around you, you get your first rumor. You hear someone in the crowd talking as someone says, Arizola is at the ball. I thought she'd be way too busy with her head in the books. What a brilliant mind that woman had. The head researcher of Sardonus. Here. Why? And that's the one rumor that you get. That's the one thing that you hear. Who was next? It was Ahad. Ahad, I need you to roll 2 d60s, please.
/R.
/R. And then, yeah.
2d60.
Thank you. A 57. So what you hear... Oh, Ahad! As you're walking around, you hear... Apparently that man's name is Erhard. I've heard he has magical abilities. You think he might be one of those Tri-Spire mages? Maybe Taff is looking to recruit another mage and be out with Lena. Is what you hear? As well as 53. Oh, another good one. I heard someone here is from Quirin. I hope to God Taff isn't thinking of delving into slavery. What on earth could they be doing here? That's one that you hear. So they're the two that you get. Next up we have Shion. Can you roll me 3 D60s, please? /R space 3 D60. I think you put an extra space in there. You got it?
She's trying.
You're muted.
Trying very hard. You can see.
You did it right the first time. You just put an extra space.
Let's type it correctly.
/R space 3D60. There we go. Cool. 47.
It glitched on me, I swear.
You hear? Oh my, Eloise scrubs up well. I hear Taft's taken a liking to her. Malachi won't be too happy though. Let's hope he doesn't do anything too stupid. You also hear 16, which is Madame Huvantis is here. Why doesn't that surprise me? An old friend of Kingsley's father. I heard she had an affair with him years ago. Taff only wants her coin though. And then 32 is that to Yusuf? I heard Yusuf and Kingsley fell out years ago because Yusuf refused him. Imagine being so frustrated you challenge Yusuf to a duel. Kingsley clearly wasn't thinking straight. Well, it's nice to see his 15-year ban from the town has been lifted, but why on earth would Kingsley invite him? Perhaps another rematch? And that is the 3 that you hear. We'll have Maeve. I need 4 D60s from you, please. Okay, 19. You hear the Mariette family. Oh, how quaint. They come all this way, wanting to play with the bigger children. If only they knew what they were getting themselves in for. You also hear... Oh no, Jagod D is here. There's only one reason he'd say yes, and that's to find out what the bloody hell is going on with the borders. Kingsley will not be happy to see his face or hear his questions, is what you hear. As well as 29, which is the one above it. 3 members of the Council of Arkenvale here. Ha! This is clearly a pity party for them, just trying to strengthen relations after, well, that despicable disagreement years ago. That's what you hear from that one. And the last one, 48, you hear the Silver Strings. How are they just all that handsome? I heard they used to all work in a brothel. Now look at them all, playing for Taft's name day. Is what you hear on that one. And then the final one, because you rolled a goddamn nat 20. Can I have 6d6, please? Sorry, 6d60. You get 6 of them. Okay, I'll do number 6 first. Kingsley Taft's Alabaster Knights are some of the best trained knights in all of Arantis. It's a shame that 90% of them are arrogant assholes. You also hear 44, which is Malachi Hawk's not here, is he? Oh, I hope not. His hatred for Taff is never ending. I heard it's because Taff took his sister and plans to wed her. Number 1 is... The reason we are all here is because Kingsley Taff is stepping down from his position and taking a quieter life. Yeah, right. More likely he'll raise the taxes again and make us the rest of us suffer. Number 12. Gorelia. Over there. Oh my, she brought her husband. What a joke. How's the poor? How about we just give them all our hard-earned money while we're at it? Ha! you also get number 19, which I think someone's already had. Yeah, so I will give you 18 instead. Gustavo Mariette, the mayor of New Haven. Why is he here? Maybe Kingsley wishes to do trade with Ellen Astor once more. Or Gustavo came uninvited, wanting to know where his traders were vanishing to. And the final one, 41, is... Look at him. You can tell he loves his social life. I wonder if Taff pays him to fix the figures. Better yet, I wonder if he steals from Taff, like he ever would. That, Yeshami? Wait, I've misspelt the name. No! Let me just find out the name, 2 secs. Jareshi. That Jareshi's the treasurer of Sardonis. But look at him. Loves coin. And that's it. As you all hear a multitude of rumors, whether some are true or false, who knows, but you hear all of these sprinklings over the next 10-ish minutes of you walking through the crowds and doing your thing. And just as that happens, the Silver Strings go into their second song, and as they go into the second song, that is where we will end tonight's session, as you are all deep in the ball. So next week, there'll be some crazy more things happening, because you guys will start to mingle with people that are there. So, guys, if you enjoyed that, please do make sure you pop along next week, as there is so much info to go on here, and these players have a lot to figure out, work out. So yeah, deep in the bowl, indeed. We will be back next week, but before we do, Tim, take it away. Tell us where they can find you.
Guys, I am Tim. I am the male half of Team Logic NL, and you will find me there on the channel playing Horizon Forbidden West at this point. Yes, we are variety streamers now, and I love the game. I'm gonna play it tomorrow at the same time as we usually will do. So you feel free to join, and otherwise we'll see you next week on another installment. I'm looking forward to it. So see you then.
Awesome. Eagle, take it away.
Hello, everybody. Hello. It's Eagle. You can find me over the Eagle Outlaw, where I will be doing more Pokemon Flying Mono starting tomorrow, a little earlier tomorrow, actually, as I'll be doing 2 streams for the weekend, and then I go back for 3-4 days of not streaming, because I go back to do more training. So yeah, come watch more of that. Woo! And make sure you follow the social, especially the YouTube, because they sponsor us all the time. Dab 'em.
Brilliant. And Smitty, take it away.
Hello, I'm Smitty Jane. You can find me from, I always struggle with this, Wednesday through to Saturday. That's a lie. Saturday through to Wednesday. I always mix them up. I don't know. We're currently finishing off Horizon Zero Dawn and Kirby Forgotten Land, and yeah, come check it out. And if not, you can find me here on Fridays playing a half-elf druid bear. I don't know, 7 things of them. I don't think. Yes.
Awesome. And the other side of the screen, Zeb, take it away.
Yeah, I'm Agent Zeb. I play Erhard. And yeah, sometimes I stream. Hopefully again Sunday and Monday, and then I'm not gonna even try other ones. I do variety streams. I do strategy. I do RPGs. I do all kinds of things. Currently going medieval that I'm enjoying, and Crusader Kings 3. And yeah, that's more or less it. I haven't even streamed in that long. I can't even know what else. But I will be back.
Awesome. And Lan, sunglasses, Lan, take it
Yeah,
away.
they were randomly lying here, and I was like, ooh, I can put these on. Yes, so anyway, my name is Lan. I am the female half of Team Logic. Streaming on Wednesdays. Lots of Pokemans. And if you want to watch me shatter the screen because I lost yet another Pokemon, come check it out Wednesday mornings.
Awesome. And finally, there is myself, the Onion Soup. And as Arcturus did, greetings, pleasures to have you all on board. Yeah, I do Pokemon. We recently beat our normal type Monolock Heart Gold. So we will be moving on to Omega Ruby next week, which is exciting, a 3DS game that I've never played, so that'll be good, but we're also doing that as a hardcore Nuzlocke as well. And this Sunday, I'll be doing some Horizon Zero Dawn, not Forbidden West. Yeah, so yeah, come on over, come and join us. And don't forget, you're going TwitchCon. I don't know if you were here at the beginning, but if you're going TwitchCon, we're all going TwitchCon. So do let us know, because I would absolutely love to meet all of you guys. So please do let us know if you're going, because we should totally meet up. We should say hello, say hi, do all them cool things.
Well, we can see it, the tulips. We can see the tulips.
Yes, we can see the
Amma.
tulips, Amma. I know Amma does, Tim does. I don't know if I spotted anyone else during the stream. But yeah, if you get your tulips out. That sounds so wrong. But yeah, if you've got the tulip badge, get the tulip badge out, and then we know you're coming, and let us know. Get your tulips out. TwitchCon, exactly. Yeah, it's gonna be great. I would love to meet you all. Don't forget YouTube's, Discords, all that good stuff. And if you are watching on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it that you've got this far into the video. Thank you very much. Is that it? Are we raiding?
Of course we are.
Cool. Let's raid.
Let's raid. We have a Belgian English streamer called Captain Asma.
Okay, cool.
And yeah, they seem fun. So let's
cool.
bring over our love for D&D.
Yes, let's do that. So guys, thank you so much once again. We're going to raid out. Please do copy the raid message, which I can never remember what the code is. It just says, yeah, cool. Thank you. The raid message, copy and paste that as we go on in. Let's spread the love to another community, and we will be back next week for some more ballroom things. And I lost the bet that Amma said about, us losing, you guys causing mischief within the first 5 minutes. So well done.
Yay!
Well,
It's gonna be pretty ballsy
Yay.
next week.
So what did
Yeah,
you
I think.
lose?
Yeah. Because I said it'd be 5 minutes.
Yeah, no, but what did you... I mean, it was a bet. What'd you lose?
Oh. My pride.
We'll buy him a drink at
That's
TwitchCon.
no fun.
whatever I had left. But yes, awesome, cool. Right, we're gonna raid, guys. Have a brilliant weekend. If you're from the UK, enjoy your bank holiday Monday, because I certainly will. So yeah, take care. Much love. Goodbye.
Bye.